Cool. All right. Well, I think we can get things kicked off. So, hi, I'm Scott's Case Files, and we're here for session 4, I believe, of Tales from the Loop, Ninawake, Wisconsin. And we've had quite the run so far. Thankfully, Dr. Oculari is back this week. All is well, and so is Alice. So that'll add a little more fun to the show. So let's jump right into it. Let's introduce the stars of the show. Over here we have Robert.
Hi, I'm Jude.
Cool. And we have Tim.
Hello.
Aaron.
Play Mikey Wong.
Awesome. And last but not least, Dr. Oculari.
Alice Wonder.
Wonders what? Sadly, if that was her name, she would actually get that in school. I'm a bad person now. So, anyway, so yes, this is session 4. So, did anybody? I know Tim did. Did anybody add some skills? Did anybody change up their stats? Their their pride, their trouble, etc. Between last session and this session?
I didn't.
Okay. So
I covered that last time with at the end.
Cool. All right, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I think Tim.
Wait. Did I?
I pumped up either program or calculate. I can't remember. One of the two of them.
I got all these experience check marks. I'm trying to remember. Did I not add a? What do we get if we every 5 check marks we get to do something?
Yeah, every 5 check marks gets you 1 skill up. So 1 to a skill.
So it looks like I
and a subscription to Heavy Metal Magazine.
That
cool.
Too.
Cool.
That costs 10.
Yeah. I don't know. I sort of have how many points did we start out with?
You're killing me here. You're killing me. I want to say...
It was 10 to start.
Was it 10?
Start?
That sounds right.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 8. Wait, really? It was 10?
Yeah. Max of 3 in your 3...
No, because I've only got 8 spread around right now.
Huh.
8 skills?
Yes.
That's
8 points, you mean?
That's weird.
Well, yeah, the points in the skills.
Yeah.
3, 4. Oh wait, no, 3, 4, 6. No, I got 10, so I can add a skill, right?
You tell me.
Yeah.
Second.
For every 5 check marks, yes.
Second.
Okay.
For every 5 check marks, yes.
I'm going to take off 5 check marks. And let's see, what should I add? I'm going to add a 1.2 sneak, I guess.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. And Tim, Andy, I think you're adding 1 too, right?
So I actually added 2 because I filled up the whole row.
Okay. Don't bank your points.
I added 1 to charm and I added 1 to lead.
Nice. That's some good choices for him. Wise choice for Andy. Cool. So let's jump into things. Actually, you know what? Well, let's actually start off. Can we go down the line just so I can hear it? So starting with Jude, what is your pride? Your name, your pride, your trouble. What's the other one? Name, pride, trouble. Yeah.
Pride, problem, drive.
Drive. Yes, drive.
I'm Robert. I play Jude Walker. I'm 13 years old. I play the weirdo. My little iconic item is a small Polaroid my mom got me for my birthday. My anchor is my big brother Rigby. My pride is that I can solve any mystery given enough time. My problem is that I am unfamiliar with the outside world, and my drive is that I would want to experience that world.
Nice. Okay, how about Andy?
So I'm Tim. I play Andy Martin. Andy is the jock / athlete. He, as such, his drive is to win, and he's very competitive. It's sort of what's been drilled into him in his upbringing. His pride is that he's got a great throwing arm. That's why he's a pitcher for his baseball team, and he's backup quarterback on the football team. He's got a problem though. He's been starting to go to parties and starting to drink, and so and I would say it's not like a major problem for him, but it's sort of a path that might not be good. So, yeah.
Awesome. How about Mikey?
So I'm Aaron. I play Mikey Wong. Mikey's 12. He's the computer geek in the group. And his iconic item is the Sharp Pocket Computer number 1211. His anchor is Mr. Martin, the local movie theater owner. He's really proud of his reading level. He reads at a 16th grade level, being only 12. His problem is twofold. A general problem of kind of like racism in Wisconsin in the 80s. And then also his mom wants to move back to China. His parents are both Chinese immigrants that came to work on the project. And so there's a lot of arguing going on right now with his parents. His drive is to get a girlfriend. He's just discovering that, women are cool. Girls are cool. So he really thinks that he needs to learn electric guitar right now to get girls. But unfortunately, he is going to run into some issues with his left hand because he suffered an accident with his left hand a while ago. So that's Mikey.
Awesome. How about Alice? Tell us about Alice.
Okay, Alice Wonder Sprang. She's let's see, I actually just go down some of this list. Anchor is Joshua, sort of de facto older brother. Her parents died during her first year of life in an apparent car accident. And so she's being raised by her aunt and uncle's family, who she tends to think of as a step family. Her pride is she don't take shit from no one. And her problem is that her step parents, aka aunt and uncle, think her parents' accident was in fact an accident, and they would like Alice to let go of her conspiracy talk about it. Her drive is she needs to figure it all out. It's got to make sense. Is that everything?
That's everything. Good job.
All right.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to do the intro video real quick just to make sure we don't forget that. And then we'll jump into the mundane scenes as always, and then see where adventure takes us today. So here we go. And we're back. Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's jump straight into the mundane parts of the story. So who wants to go first? Who wants the first mundane scene?
I will.
Okay, Mikey. So yeah, so Mikey, so this is a month later, and we're as a foreshadow, we're doing this a month later because that's when Andy gets ungrounded during the summer.
Sure.
So yeah, it's still so it's still summer. It's like a Thursday morning. Mikey, your dad is of course at work because it's a weekday. Your mom is being a realtor at this time. Her schedule's a bit all over the place. It's like she's in an office sometimes, she's home, and she doesn't have any homes to show or whatever, that kind of thing. So she's kind of spending some time with you, and she's making you kind of like a brunch. It's like, it's again, it's Thursday, still summer, and so yeah, she's like made you like strangely, it's like a rice and egg dish. Like it's like hot rice and a raw egg kind of whipped into it with some herbs and stuff.
My favorite.
Yeah, which is strangely good. I just want to point that out. You wouldn't believe it, but there it is.
It is good.
And normally you guys eat more. You tend to eat more Western food. It's kind of like your dad's thing, we live here. Let's try their things. Uh,
Pop
and
Tarts and Cheerios, man.
Pop Tarts and Cheerios, yeah, the breakfast of not champions. But yeah, so it's kind of weird to you that she's doing this, and so she's sitting across the table from you, and sun's kind of streaming in. It's a nice day, and she's like, you know, and she starts talking to you in Chinese. I forget how much Mandarin you actually, as a kid, learned. This is rough, kind of a bilingual, but not bilingual household, if I recall.
Yeah, he is expected to be able to speak Chinese, but he has nobody else to speak it with except for his parents. So
So yeah, so whatever they talk
it's
about is his vocabulary limit, basically.
yep, yep.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, so she's specifically speaking with you in Chinese. And again, that's not normal. Again, your dad has been very kind of adopt the ways of the West type of guy, that kind of thing, as long as
Yeah.
you recall. So she's like, son, that you can have food like this, every day if we move back to China. I mean, we. What do you think? Have you read about Taiwan? There's a lot of opportunity there. What do you, what have you studied in school or elsewhere?
Brought it up specifically, but I have done research on Taiwan and China, just to understand a little bit about where we came from. Um, it seems cool. Lots of revolution in Taiwan, although now I think they're doing much better. Uh, but why do you ask? And why are we speaking in Chinese? Dad doesn't really like that when we do that.
Um,
I don't
she kind
mind,
of,
but
you can tell her tone kind of changes to, she doesn't like that you're challenging her. Uh,
mm,
and she's like, we speak in Chinese because your mother wants to speak in Chinese. We talk about what your mother wants to talk about.
yeah, Mikey's thinking, oh shit, yeah, totally. For a minute there, he totally forgot his place, like you know, speak when spoken to type of thing.
So she's like, I've done some research and there's some opportunities for someone with your mother's skills in Taiwan. And she kind of goes into her purse and brings out like it's like a photo mat, folder, a photo mat, where they used to deliver the film to the actual film, and then it would get developed
Yeah,
and you get actual pictures. Photo mat for those who were not born when there were photo mats. So yeah, and she brings the thing out, and the negatives spill out. You don't know what negatives are either, but that's okay. So it's like, yeah, so like the negatives spill out, and she takes the pictures out, and she kind of hands it to you, and she's like, your cousin lives in Taiwan, and he sent me these, and it's very pretty, don't you think?
carefully, of course, wipe my fingers off and hold these pictures by the very corners so not to smudge anything on the picture itself. Uh, and yeah, yeah, it's very beautiful. Where in Taiwan does he live?
Oh, just outside of Taipei.
Okay. And why would we move there? What do you want to do?
Well, there's some business opportunities there for me. Your cousin has a couple businesses of his own. He's doing rather well. And to be honest, I'm not feeling very useful here. Whereas I'm selling a decent number of houses. There's only so much you can sell in Ninawake.
Oh,
And she
I
kind of
see.
like waves around like, freaking, realtor in a small town is not ever going to make you millions, you know? She's like, so I want you to think about it. Do some more research on Taiwan. And next time we talk, next time I see you, I want you to know 3 facts about Taiwan. Do you understand?
Okay. And maybe too, something else we could talk about if it's okay. I'm trying to learn how to play guitar, and I'm trying to find a girlfriend. So maybe you can help me with that.
She goes like, her mouth opens like this is not the conversation she was envisioning when she played this out in her head. As most anyone who is a parent understands. And she's like, she just kind of hesitates, like, I did not plan for this. I did not, think about this. It was all internal monologue for her. And so she's like, okay, well, we'll talk about that another time. Just know that musicians die poor, okay?
Oh, okay. And also, we need to pick a new book to read. We haven't picked out a book in a while. It's been like, I don't know, weeks since we've chosen what book to read together. And yeah. And
Did
I
you have
miss you,
one in
Mom.
mind? She actually, not ironically, talks over the "I miss you, Mom." Not even hearing it.
God, that's awful. Uh,
welcome to adults and Tales from the Loop.
yeah, no kidding. Yeah, do I have a book in mind? Well, hmm, I was thinking something maybe by Asimov, or uh, there's maybe something by Philip K. Dick, like Do Androids Dream of Electronic Sheep?
She kind of squints at that and she goes, "You pick a good robot book and we'll read it." And all of a sudden, beep, 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 beep. She brings her pager up. Oh, time for mommy to go. I gotta show a house. And she switches back to English. And goes, I love you very much, Mikey, and I will see you probably tonight.
Okay, Mom. And I put away this card that I had made for her that I was going to give to her today. Put it back in my back.
How heart crushing! Oh my goodness! Oh, it gets you. All right, well, let's. Can someone bring me up here with their mundane? Who wants to go next? Any volunteers? Or I'll just pick. Oh, looks like it's Alice. So Alice, we find you in the middle of a heated conversation with your stepmother. And it's like we're in media res, so in the middle of this actual conversation. And she's like, and your sister Susan says that she saw a trapper keeper and it was right there. It was right on the couch. And then you came in and it's gone. And it had some very important permission slips and some schoolwork in it. So just where is it and why did you take it?
She's missing her what?
Trapper keeper. So in the 80s, it was a plastic trifold with the Velcro closure thing for holding school notebooks and paper and pencils and stuff like that.
All right.
I should really do like I should do like a little subtitle thing, like Trapper Keeper. That's not a bad idea, actually. Okay. I'm sorry. So you go ahead.
My Little Pony Trapper Keeper?
No. Oh, you know what? It is. It is a My Little Pony Trapper Keeper. And you'll have to look up My Little Pony too. But don't.
Okay, I'm just checking my own notes for this family. Yes, her name is that's step parents Miriam.
Yes, Miriam is talking. She's talking about Susan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
she's like, she actually kind of walks like very angrily. You know, she's never laid a hand on you, and you know you can't imagine her doing so. But she's very gruffly walks over to where you know the sofa, and points to it. And she's like, "Trapper keeper, right there." She leaves. You walk in the room. She comes back. It's gone. So, I mean, did you need extra paper? Are we not giving you enough paper to do your schoolwork? What's going on?
I don't know.
She goes, I don't know. She's like, you know, very mockingly. She's like, yes, you do. Just, well, what is a trapper keeper? It has some important stuff in there.
I didn't see it. It's gone. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe Susan's having a brain fart and it's in her back. Do people have backpacks then?
Yeah, they sure do.
Okay, and it's in her backpack. Have you
like,
checked her backpack?
She's like, Alice, good girls don't fart, for one thing.
No, their brains can fart though. Okay?
Jeez,
It's a
fart.
totally different kind of fart. You should know that.
You can kind of see her like, rage building. All right. I want you out of this house, and I don't want you to come back till the lights start going on in the streets, and then somebody better have an answer as to where the hell that trapper keeper is.
Okay.
Where the HE double hockey sticks it
Are you
is.
throwing Susan out too?
Go. Go.
Maybe I'll follow Susan around all day. See what she's doing with that clandestine trapper keeper.
Clandestine trapper keeper. Nice. She's like, you do that. And then she's like, she just storms away out of the room.
Okay.
And
can I at least have scrambled eggs before I leave?
It's like they're already on the plate and the thing. And she's on. And sure as hell they're still piping hot waiting for you.
All right.
They will not be said to have malnourished you at any time.
So I sit down and I eat them slow, kind of tapping the plate with my fork between each mouthful. Just kind of
just be annoying, extra annoying.
Watching your stew, waiting for me to leave.
so as you're doing that, Susan walks by you, and she just kind of like marches by like a very erect posture, and she looks towards you, and she's like, and just walks on by without saying a single word. She's already out of the room.
All right. I just finished my scrambled eggs, drink my milk or juice or whatever is there. And,
Yoo-hoo is available. Some Sunny D, I think, is appropriate for that time.
Drink my Yoo-hoo.
Oh my God.
Out the door and just kind of thwack Susan in the back of the head.
Blink. Nice. She gives you the look, but she hasn't come at this point. Yeah, I think we can all agree. Excellent. All right, we'll cut there. Who wants to go next? Anybody? Andy, Jude?
I'll go.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Oops. All right. So, Andy's sitting there. You're sitting there on your own sofa in your own front room. The VCR is grinding away, and you're getting towards the end of this "Don't Do Drugs" video that you've now watched literally every morning since you've been grounded. And so Carrie's sitting next to you, and she's been forced to watch them too as like a preventative measure. Your sister Carrie.
And she can tell on you that way too.
Like Andy, I am so bored. I'm so happy that your grounding is over today, and therefore my grounding is over today. And she's like wants to be a drama major, so everything is extra drama filled.
Yeah, I know, this is so stupid. I didn't do any drugs. Come on, you know.
You did alcohol.
Well, yeah, but you know, it was no big deal, and Mom made a big deal about it, like she always does, and you know, it's just how it is. And so sorry you got roped into it, but
She's like, she kind of looks at you pleading, and she's like, literally, it's no big deal is one of the things they say not to fall in the video we've watched 30 times.
can't believe everything you see on the video.
I believe it!
Well, once you're older and wiser like me, you'll learn these things. Anyways, let's play ColecoVision.
Yeah. She's like,
Best controllers ever.
she's like, you never did say why you got the alcohol in the first place. I mean,
Well, here's the thing. We hang out with my friends, kind of have a party. People just maybe have a couple sips of beer or, mix some Kool-Aid with some vodka. I mean, it's not like we're getting totally hammered. We're just kind of having fun, chilling out, It's no big deal.
so literally, peer pressure, the thing they talk about in the video, is the thing that makes you do the alcohol. Literally,
Yeah.
the thing we watched for 30 days. Have
Yes,
you learned
Mom, it
nothing?
is.
Have you learned nothing, my brother?
Yes, Mom.
Oh, you did not just do you, Mom.
Yeah. Listen, the apple's not falling too far from the tree. Is all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you take that back.
I'm just gonna start calling you Cheryl from now on.
Oh, wow. She starts pouting. Again, she's like that drama club girl. Like, you'd think you'd learn something after 30 times of watching a video. I see not. Do I have to make my own egg in my own cast iron pan in the kitchen and bang it against things for you to understand what not to do, i.e. drugs and alcohol? Huh?
Yeah. Your drug addicted brother is in need of your particular guidance here. Yeah, that's it.
She's like, you probably do steroids, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm totally roided up. Dude, I juice every day. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
why wouldn't I?
He's like, you're messing with me.
You're just don't be Mom. Just be cool.
Just
be cool, and I won't tell her how you practice kiss on your mirror every night.
Oh, you would not do that. Oh my God. You're a cruel, cruel brother. And I hate you just a little right now, and I'm going to walk away before I say something I regret. Goodbye for now, brother. Goodbye.
See you, Cheryl.
And with that, she walks away and stomps off. And this is like the very last part of your punishment, of your month-long grounding, not leaving the house during the wonderful days, mowing only like every 2 days, even though it completely doesn't need it. Your dad actually has you go out there. He wants the lawn edged to a perfect 45-degree angle, and he actually brings a protractor out, a literal plastic protractor, and puts it out there to make sure that 45-degree angle is achieved on the edge. And it better be, is basically what's going on
Jim Martin for you.
But now you are free. You are free. You have been paroled in the great scheme of things, which is grounding as a teenager.
Awesome. So I'm gonna play a quick game of Zaxxon on the ColecoVision, and then I'm gonna run out and see what the guys are up to and gal.
Cool. Awesome. Hey, one second. If you could tilt your camera just a little bit. You're on like the very side. Perfect. That's better.
How's that?
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. All that's left is Jude. Jude, are you ready for your mundane? No. So, yeah. All right. Well, so you and Rigby are hanging out. Like you're kind of like, you're both on the front, at the front of your house in the front yard. You're both kind of leaning up against the front of the house. kind of
Mm-hmm.
leaning back. You got Rigby has his arms folded in front of him. He's like, "Sons of bitches. I cannot believe they forked us again." And you look out, and there's a sea of 500 or so plastic forks in the ground in your lawn out front. Now
They really forked.
you've been forked. So your
really forked.
parents, your parents, always being that silver lining type of couple, they're like, "Oh wow, we have 500 plastic forks we don't need to buy now. Just have to collect them. Just collect them, wash them off, and we have plastic forks, and we don't have to, buy them or waste them or whatever." So that was your parents. So they're only too happy to get another forking.
Judo turned to his brother and just, they really forked us this time, huh?
Damn right, forkers. He kind of gets a smirk. You're almost swearing in front of each other. It's for your family. That's fucking criminal level almost. He's like, "Well, might as well get to it. Here's your bag." He hands you a big trash bag. He's like, "You start at that corner. I'll start at this corner. At least they didn't egg us."
The one who collects the least has to do the trash tonight.
He's like, "You're on." And suddenly it's like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so you guys are collecting. It's a nice day, breeze coming through. Again, it's like a Thursday morning in the summer. I'm thinking like August or early August, something like that. And he's like, "So, how's school going, man? You're gonna be in the next grade not too long. How do you feel about that?"
I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it. It's a whole new world out there. You know what I mean?
And he's like, "Yeah, I suppose. Like I've been out in the world a little longer than you though, so it's not it's not like going to Oz for me, you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah, I guess it's just. I mean, maybe things will turn around. You never know. It's always like, hey, new year, new me. Maybe new year means I just know a little bit more next time.
Or we get more free forks.
Or
That's
more
all.
free forks.
That's always a
Hey,
possibility.
at least we never run out.
Like you and mom and dad have that thing where you can just turn your frown upside down, and that's not me, man.
Yeah. You wear a lot of black. Maybe wear like some yellows or like some really nice greens. That might help.
He kind of looks at you, he gives that look, and inside he's totally thinking the whole, you are such a good kid. You have a good heart. He's like, "Yeah, I'll try to find some yellows and oranges and wear those today,
Do you
okay? Just for
do you
you."
remember? You ever like tried expressing yourself? Maybe that would help. I saw some dude at the record store who said he was dressing to express himself. Maybe that would, I don't know, just sounded really nice. He had the
Maybe
makeup,
I'll
you know,
express
he did his
myself by
nails.
what'd you say?
He had the makeup, he did the nails. It was all black and
Oh,
white.
the town goth.
Oh, is that what they're called? The goth?
Yeah, goth. Vampire goth,
Uh,
you know.
are they cool?
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
Eh, I don't have a big problem with anybody expressing themselves. It's all right.
You ever try that? Maybe that'd help. He
I'm
didn't
not
look
going to put
particularly
on
happy.
black and white makeup. No, I will not be doing that in the near future.
It's it's just a thought.
No, I appreciate it. I'll wear some yellow and orange today. How's that?
I mean, yeah, that's cool, I guess. It's up to you. It's your thing.
He probably has a big yellow T-shirt that says like "eat shit" or something like that. Completely like mixing messages here.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
color, mad message. You know, wrong emotion for the color.
It wouldn't be my brother.
Yeah. So you guys finish picking out the stuff, and you see a group of kids go by in their car, and they're more your brother's age. You know, and they're like you kind of see a couple of them laugh and stuff, and he makes sure to get a good look at them, and you can tell just by the the expression on his face, he knows them, he recognizes them,
Hmm.
and you kind of see him. He as they drive, he kind of turns to follow the car. Kind of not he's not letting go of their gaze, and he's like, "Hey man, give me your forks."
Well, here you want them.
Yeah,
Hand him my bag.
we're not keeping these. He's
Oh,
like,
okay. Are we giving these to like the less fortunate?
"Oh yes, we are giving them to the less fortunate." That's what you're going to tell mom and dad. You understand?
Yeah, I got it. You're such a good dude, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Now give me your forks.
Yeah, no, here, take them. I don't
All
need them.
right. All right. Now fork off. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
All
Go
right,
play with your
whatever.
little friends.
Yeah, I guess I'll just ride my little bike downtown.
All right. Cool. So thus endeth the mundane part of the show. So yeah, what are you guys planning to meet up today? Was today like a scheduled hangout somewhere? Oh,
Well, Alice has something she wants to show the rest of the gang in in our hideout.
okay. Yeah, you guys want to do a scene starting in the hideout?
Sure.
Sure.
Cool. Especially for Andy, it's like, oh, it's like it's been so long since I've seen you, beloved hideout.
Home sweet home.
Freedom! I've been paroled.
Woohoo!
All right,
Okay, so
set the scene.
Alice leads everybody into the hideout, and when they get in, she makes this big gesture, and she says, "Look, I found this crusty old robot wandering around in the woods. It's got a hand missing." So I duct taped my uncle's old 22 to the hand, and I've been teaching it to shoot sewer rats. And while she's saying that, the robot shoots a sewer rat, and she walks up to it and scratches the servo on its neck, behind the servo on its neck, and says, "Good boy, Sergeant Kill."
Wow.
Um,
I will say that this is not Icy, only because Icy's programming and AI forbade him from killing things. But certainly there are other robots in the area. He is not unique to the world. So yes,
Oh, too bad. I was kind of thinking it was Icy, and that Alice managed to subvert its programming.
I
To
don't.
the chagrin of everybody else.
He didn't want to kill.
Well, not people, but sewer rats. Who doesn't want to shoot sewer rats?
Oh, it starts with sewer rats.
It
but-
starts with sewer rats, yeah. Then you lose all empathy, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
Then you see everyone as sewer rats.
So it
Well-
doesn't have to be Icy.
we'll leave
I
it.
thought it would be funny.
We'll leave it ambiguous.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Jude's
yeah.
already like wrapping it up in a cloth.
It's probably it's
He was
probably
praying over it.
oh jeez, poor Jude. He's probably already everyone is hopefully terrified that there is like a gun
On the robot, yeah.
shooting things automatically. Hope I don't look like our big rat.
Don't you think that's dangerous, Alice?
Hey, Mike, you think that's safe?
What?
I
It
don't-
just shoots. Look, there's no rats in the hangout anymore. I mean, this is win-win.
Yeah, but where did you get that gun?
It was my uncle's old 22. I found it up in the attic.
oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Huh. Well,
It was just kind of hanging out there.
Yeah.
It wasn't like behind in a locked box or safely tucked away and
Safely
like,
tucked
away.
somewhere secure.
I think
This
I
is
better be
1980,
developing
okay.
a plan on like fastest route to the hospital.
Right.
Maybe we need a first aid kit down here. Something that can, something with a forceps, so we can retrieve a 22 slug.
Ah,
I think
I think that would be best.
ah.
Hmm.
Really? You don't like the robot?
I like
I
living.
like the
Like
robot.
a,
Does it need a gun?
Yeah, I'm a
It
little
does if it's
freaked
gonna
out about
shoot
the
sewer
gun,
rats.
Alice.
I suppose.
I like living in peace and security.
Well, that's why it's shooting the sewer rats, so we don't have to worry about sewer rats, so we can feel secure from the plague
Great.
of sewer rats.
We've replaced sewer rats with robot with gun.
Ah.
Irony is lost on Alice.
That's the whole idea.
That's the whole idea. Awesome.
You guys have seen Terminator, right?
No, I am not allowed to see that movie.
My brother
Oh,
took me.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool. Arnold Schwarzenegger plays this robot that comes back from the future and starts killing people.
It was very
Just
violent.
saying.
Oh,
Yes.
Sergeant Kill, you're not gonna kill anyone, are you? She says, scratching at Servo again. Oh, look,
Okay.
another rat.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness.
How
So
does
is-
it know it's a rat?
How does it know it's a rat?
Because I told it, I showed it what rats were. Now it shoots them.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, is anybody playing anything on the
What-
on the
how does-
record player?
How does your dog know it's a baseball if you tell it to fetch? Same thing.
That's
Jude's
a bit
got
of
like
a leap of logic there. I'm
So-
just saying.
Okay.
So
Well,
is
look, if you don't want the robot, I'll put it back out in the woods. Okay?
No, I think the robot's cool. How about we just take the gun off of it?
removing the gun would be
And
pretty
what are we
good.
gonna
Yeah.
do about the sewer rats?
I think
maybe-
it's just like a delicate ecosystem down here, and we might just be upsetting the balance.
oh my god, Jude, that's awesome.
I think in the background, Mr. Roboto is playing right now on the.
I have no idea what that is, but okay, cool.
It's a Styx song.
To that, Alice doesn't. She's speechless. I don't know what to say to that. This is an ecosystem. Look around. Take a deep breath of the ecosystem.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll put the gun back in the attic.
That would be nice. Yeah.
That's cool.
That would be for the best.
Is anybody actually doing the robot as the song is going, or are we just that deep in conversation right now?
Oh, for me, it's a spiritual song.
If only I could be a robot.
Yeah.
The perfection.
Awesome.
So anyway, so Alice untapes the gun and clears the the last bullets out of the cartridge and then does just a little air guitar riff with the gun.
Why don't you give it like a squirt gun or something?
Because that doesn't kill sewer rats.
It kind of like just gets rid of them. Like, hey, get away. You ever
That
seen
only
the gun
works.
with the
That
cat,
only
right?
works with house cats.
Isn't that close? Why don't we just get a cat?
That's
I
not
think
a bad
Alice
idea.
I think Alice has been listening to Ted Nugent.
It's not bad.
Mikey mentally does the checkbox. Get cat. Save hideout from death robot.
Yeah. Boy. doing that while I'm
Okay.
cleaning up dead rat
Yeah.
bodies.
Oh goodness.
Well, maybe we can teach you to make hot dogs
Out of dead
That's
rats.
awesome.
out of dead rats. Yeah. No, I don't think Alice would even go that far.
Hilarious.
Maybe.
Rat dogs. It's cheap.
Dogs.
Yeah.
So, Mikey, would your mom let you go see the Goonies? I was thinking about going this weekend.
Yeah. Totally. I can go see that.
You guys want to go? It's a really cool movie. I saw the previews.
Cool.
It's awesome. It's all about these kids who go on this adventure to get treasure. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I definitely want to see that.
Oh, right on. Totally.
I don't know. Do you think I'm too old for it?
Oh, no
Do you
way.
think I'm too old
No
for
way,
it?
dude. Alice,
Too
you gotta
mature.
go.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
It'll be fun. It's
Can't go home till late tonight anyway.
yeah. I think the guy that did E.T. is doing this movie too.
I actually saw E.T. He doesn't want to go home.
Yeah, he did.
It's his family.
Of course, Jude saw the most wholesome 80s alien flick. This shocks no one. Funny. Cool. So tell me what you guys doing.
So
Narrate
we've done
for
My
me.
Relationship. Who haven't we done?
I think we've done each of. Oh, we've only done.
No,
We've
this is
done
episode 4.
3.
So
We crossed over a couple.
Yeah,
we started
Alice
one on
and
Dragon Moth
Jude.
that turned into Jude's friend.
Yeah, there are overlaps.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alice, you want to try again? Try have a Alice episode now that you're back.
Yes, welcome back,
That's
by
a
the
good
way.
idea.
We're going to the movie theater, right?
That's on the weekend. It's only Thursday.
That's on the weekend.
Oh, that's on the weekend. It's not today. Oh, okay. Okay. I only thought through the robot thing.
I only thought through the robot thing. Oh my
What's
god.
Infinity Connection again?
That's the comic book shop.
It's the comic book shop.
Yep.
Does anyone have a connection to that?
The one I've got my alternate one that I didn't add to relationships is definitely a comic book shop one. I could switch back to that.
Sure, as you guys like.
Let's see, where was that?
We can also go off the books too. And there's that's all right
Okay.
also.
Okay.
It's up to you guys. I leave it to
Because
you.
the other one is the drugs guy, David Piper, but that happens at school. It sounds like that we should wait for September for that one at least.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you guys, I'll let you guys decide. What would you like to do today? Don't be shy.
I
Okay.
think we should.
Andy will do anything. He's been grounded for a month, so
He will literally do whatever you want.
Okay. Well, Alice has sorry, I'm kind of just winging this. What else? Everything else is related to school.
Jude actually has something we could do.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Go for it. What you got, Jude?
Jude will, like, after all the murder robots and toxic cats, Jude will say, actually, all of these rat corpses reminds me. There's actually like an open house at the hospital today. They're doing a little education fair, and they're opening the morgue up. I wanted to go see that if you guys were interested.
Dude, that is so dark.
I would very much like to go see
the
that.
morgue.
Yeah, let's
Wow.
go.
That'd
Should
be
we bring the
cool.
rats?
I don't
Forensic
just
science is a very honorable science.
we're
Yeah.
I'd very much like to see that.
Like, do you think
we're
we'll get to see a dead body?
I 100 yes, I very much believe it's what we're going to do. And my
No
camera's
way.
full and ready. Hey, Alice, what we're gonna do before that is we're gonna pick up these rats and then we're gonna bury them outside and we're gonna have a eulogy for them because they did not deserve to die. They were
Uh,
just living their rat life.
Living their rat
okay,
life.
Sure. I'll let you do that.
Live and let rat.
Oh,
I
it's
say.
disgusting.
Yeah. But while
Hey, I
while
like
you
the
do
band
that,
Rat.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna sneak this. Well, no, I'm just gonna leave the. Okay, I tell you what. The robot's here. The rifle is here. I'm gonna leave the rifle in the tunnel, away from the robot, so I can pick it up tonight when I go back home.
Okay. I guess.
And I've also got this. What did you call it? 3-in-1 binder or something.
The trapper keeper.
Yeah, I also got this trapper keeper that
You
I don't know
stole.
what to do with. So
The truth comes out.
So
Alice, I
just
never
like,
picked you for My Little Pony girl.
maybe you can use this to help pick up the rats with it.
I'm just
I don't
gonna.
think that would be very good for your papers.
They're not my
Yeah.
papers.
They're not my
Why do you have
papers.
this?
Oh.
Yeah, so I guess Judah just grabbed the rats in like a rag, both of their corpses in a rag, and then go outside and dig them like a shallow grave and give them a little prayer.
Yeah. Some passing parents look, kind of see it in passing, like, oh, future serial killer. Just kind of keep going. Don't talk, don't look at him, don't make eye contact. Just kind of keep walking.
That's funny.
Do we need permission slips for this trip?
It was just
Oh.
it's just an open
Yeah, is
house.
this like
You
just
just
an
kind of go in.
open morgue house? Open house
Okay.
morgue?
I think the hospital is just trying to educate others, the town, I guess, or
Okay.
something. I don't know.
Okay,
They
that's
just said
good.
open house.
I don't know if they're going to show us a dead body if it's open house.
We can always hope, can't we?
Sure. Yeah.
This is like any viewer watching has to be like, he's such a nice kid. Empathy up the yin yang, out his ears, and he really, really wants to see a corpse. I'm not putting this puzzle together yet. But don't worry, viewer, you will. You'll understand Jude as we do.
Yeah, they're kind of like the rats, just bigger.
That does not make me feel more comfortable about the robot with a gun.
Okay.
All right.
It doesn't have the gun anymore. You can relax.
All right, Jude, why don't you narrate the trip over and into the hospital for us?
Okay, I guess we'll head over. Where's the hospital? Oh, I see it. Yeah, we'll head east over to the hospital. Mikey will be playing on his little hover. You had a hoverboard, didn't you?
Yeah, Mikey
Mike?
had his little hover scooter thing.
Oh.
Yeah, there's an old kind of not broken down one, but abandoned one that's like a sled that's behind the library that he likes to ride, but it's probably like chained up or something. So he doesn't normally take that. But Mikey has discovered a number of these things like around town where people have abandoned them, or like robots that he likes to ride that nobody pays attention to anymore. So he can go from thing to thing, you know. Everybody can take a ride too.
Mikey just probably just kind of daisy chaining us along through
Yeah, Days
the
Jam.
city.
Okay, you're next. Go. Right.
Go.
Yeah. You know, there's robots have special abilities like the pole climber, but it's stuck on a pole that goes like over these two buildings, and so we have to get up on this building, and then you can get on the pole climber, and then it'll like take you across the pole, and then you can get off, that type of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, and you know, like I say, there are absolutely, you know, robots in your daily life. As you, if you did watch like the Tales from the Loop series, you know, you do see like construction bots, not unlike you know, you saw in there, and you know, there are security bots, that kind of thing. The more standard model you guys see is that kind of ATST biped, only because that's like has the most use and it's the most efficient way of moving, at least as the robot designers have found. You see a bunch of those, you know, they're doing stuff that humans can't or won't. You know, like, you know, they're moving heavy items around, you know, as construction goes on. They're you know, there are even like here, though it's rare, you even see like robots zipping along doing their own thing, like little, as you will find out when you get to the hospital, there's like little, they make use of, because they have so much Eldrin technology available to them, that they have like these little mouse droids zipping about. You'll see those when you get there.
There's also this fun little path that, like, as we go along, that's got like a series of tubes that are like 50 feet apart, and you can yell into the first one, and by the time we get to like the second to last one, whatever you said will come back out.
Oh, that's cool.
That was very cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys, who here has watched the full Tales from the Loop miniseries. Just me and Aaron.
Just you and Aaron, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched,
So
I think 3 episodes so far.
oh yeah, okay. So it's like the thing that got me is like, aren't these people concerned with like all this technology just freaking lying around unattended in the, you know, in the open? It's like anybody could be destroyed by this. It's like, does everybody in the town automatically sign a waiver just to live there or something, or you know? But thank you. But thanks to,
like, how is this tech not torn apart everybody by now? Like, it's,
yeah, or how is it not filled with cement or something like that? You know, at the very least.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
how could it be so abandoned and so powerful?
Exactly.
And yet so, like, ignored.
Yeah. Yeah. And so thank you for bringing that up in the gameplay. That's cool. Definitely a nice backdrop. How they leave loop tech around no matter where we're talking about.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So what does Mikey say into the first tunnel as they pass it?
Boy, that's a good question. You know, it would probably be something that is like I don't know, like song phrase or something like I don't know, maybe like from Motley Crue, shout at the devil, you know, something that's like really kind of, you know, Mikey's personal frustration with his parents just totally coming out sideways. Like, this just comes out of nowhere. Like, this is not Mikey to be singing this kind of song, or to be like possibly even angry. Like, there's a hint of anger there in his voice, but it's well controlled.
From practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Cool. So yeah, let's say you guys you kind of have this. It's kind of, I like this scene that you guys have narrated so far. It's like, yeah, you're kind of just having this lackadaisical little, you know, chilled out walk there. You know, the adventure is half the fun. You know, kind of going along the paths, riding the robots. You know, zipping along. You know, not really a care in the world at this point. You know, Andy's feeling his full freedom. You know, he's just gotten paroled, and you know, it's like the big wide world is big and wide, and it's the world again. You know, he doesn't just see his front lawn, and Alice is Alice.
I
Yeah,
think with how Alice's day started, she kind of identifies with, you know, the suppressed anger that she heard in Mikey singing into the tube.
a kindred voice.
Yeah,
They have something in common. There's hope for
yeah.
him yet.
Yeah, if only Mikey knew.
Awesome. All right, so let's okay, so you guys arrive at the hospital. It's a like any other hospital, big kind of tallish gray building, concrete, a lot of glass in the front, you know. Um but yeah, there's like signs all over the place. Open house, come this way. And as you guys get in, you immediately handed this like photocopied, you know, like I don't want to say brochure, but like introduction, you know, okay, if you're looking for this, go here. If you're looking for that, go there. And there are other people, you know, kind of making use of this. Mostly adults. You guys are some of the only kids that have come of your own volition. You know, which yeah. Nobody else under the age of like 17 is like coming here because they find it interesting. So, but you guys are special. There we know
So,
that.
looking down the list of like, you know, where we could go check things out, one of the things that immediately catches Mikey's attention is prosthetic and robotic or cybernetic removal and disposal. Like, that's definitely something you'd want to go see.
Does he actually do the ooh 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 ooh?
Yeah. You're like, oh, look at, they have prosthetic and cybernetic removal.
Is that like a robot arm?
Yeah, you know, like if you lose an arm and you need a prosthetic arm, and you know, like Sylvia uh at the comic book shop, she's got that metal wood carbon, I don't know what you'd call it. Not exactly sure what the material is actually.
Do they let you play sports with that?
I think so. We could ask.
We could always ask. Let's go. I mean,
In
I'm
fact,
more than happy to find out.
I'm now wondering what the incident rate is of death for people who have cybernetic or prosthetic attachments too.
Jude's
If
like,
there's any
I'm wondering what the
corollary there.
percentage chance of life is.
Are they happy?
Yeah,
Are they happy? Funny. Cool. Yeah. So where are you guys going first?
Mikey's
What
really
do you guys
interested
want to
in
go
the
see?
cybernet. I mean, robot arm sounds really cool. I'd like to see robot arm.
Why? What did you come here for,
I
Jude? How
wanted
come
to
you
see
wanted
the
to come see
morgue.
this? Okay,
I mean, the morgue's gonna be there.
well, let's
You
go
know,
there. Yeah,
yeah,
like storage, cold storage, that type of thing.
yeah. I guess I don't know. I haven't been here before.
Autopsy room.
You said what?
What did Alice say?
We could go see the autopsy room.
I mean, it's probably all in the morgue, isn't it? Isn't that where the
I think we should
autopsy?
go there first, to the morgue.
Andy, your vote?
Andy will go to the morgue. He's like, you know, it's beats reading about or watching drug videos.
The sad thing
And
is,
your
like,
sister.
yeah, without realizing, he's probably like humming the theme song to it, you know, in the background without even having any cognizant knowledge of it. You're like,
Just say no. Just say no.
I had been brainwashed. Well, yeah.
So we're gonna go see some dead bodies, man.
Okay.
What was that?
We're gonna go see some dead bodies.
This
Wonder if-
freaks Mikey out quite a bit, actually. The idea that he might actually see a dead body. I don't think he's quite ready for that, but he's gonna be brave and you know, maybe hide behind Alice and Jude and Andy a little bit on this.
So yeah, so you guys, okay, look at the little farm. Okay, well, that's in the basement. Apropos, it's always in the basement. I don't know why. Maybe it's easier to get, keep refrigerated items cold. I don't know, but it's in the basement.
Is it well lit or is it flickery?
Oh, I'm sure it's well lit. This is a high tech hospital. As I said, as you guys kind of walk in, you see kind of like there are like little like mouse type droids from like Star Wars zipping around with charts attached to their backs. Being taken. Someone says, take this to room 106. Take this to attending. Take this to admitting, etc. It's like you hear that kind of talk, and the robot goes where it's told, type of thing. And makes a noise.
Little mouse droids.
Yeah, little mouse droids going by. Zip, 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 zip. Kind of like barks at you when you're like all you four of you like blocking the whole hallway, and it can't get by. It actually like runs into Alice's foot. And it's like backs up, backs up, backs up, backs up, backs up, backs up, left, right.
And Alice keeps moving her foot, so
It's a good thing the robot isn't here. It would shoot it.
He killed its family over there.
Killed its non-robotic family. So yeah,
it doesn't have a tail.
Yeah, so after several tries, it literally turns itself around and looks for an alternate route. You see it zip off around the corner. So yeah, okay, so elevator down. Yeah, you guys get down there, and there's like again signs taped on the walls. This way to the morgue, and no flickering lights. It's very well lit. You guys do smell kind of like the various tools that they would use to sanitize with. You kind of smell that kind of hospital alcohol sanitization stuff they use, that kind of thing. You probably smell some chlorine from the whatever they use to mop down the floors with, that kind of thing. So it's very antiseptic is the feel down here. And
Guys,
there's
you don't think we're gonna see anybody we know, do you?
Oh my god, how would you say that, Mike?
Now Jude's like, oh, maybe this is not a great idea.
Yeah, I think
Mike,
like the
do you know
further
anybody who died recently?
Well, I can't think of anybody. I guess it's.
Well, okay, then you won't see anybody
I
you
don't
know.
Alice is the voice of reassurance. The leader has spoken.
Thanks.
I
Thanks, Alice.
I think like the further we go and like the closer we get, like the more Jude's like getting nervous. And like the more they try to like hide behind their camera and like just like peering through the lens.
Like that'll protect him if anything jumps out. Just seeing it through the lens is like, I'm not really here. I'm just watching this through a lens. Through a lens. It's all it's plastic. I'm seeing it through plastic. I'm safe.
Mikey's kind of, since this is an open house, Mikey's watching like other adults that walk in, and then like the ones that walk out to see like are their facial expressions changed at all, like do they look shocked or scared or something.
Yeah, you kind of the people. It looks like whoever goes there stays there for a bit. So like anyone passing you, you don't get really a chance to see them coming and going because you guys are just walking down the hall. People coming out, they don't seem upset or anything like that. It's just kind of okay, on to the next thing type of expression if you had to read it.
Phew.
I wonder how many people die here a day.
I don't.
Andy's like an unknowing asshole, terrorizing all the younger kids. Not on purpose, but
Well, that's a kid thing to think,
Do you mean while they're here in the morgue?
Well, no, they die, and then they get taken down to the morgue. They don't die in the morgue.
Okay.
So yeah, so you guys turn the corner and you get into there's like you can see the door leading into the real honest to goodness morgue, and there's like as you walk in, there's like a desk there, just like another desk. You can see like there's a sign-in sheet with a pencil around there. People use pencils back then, and the in front of you is kind of like the area. You see like the tables. You see like about three like stainless steel type tables with like a trough around their peripherals, with a drain, and like there's actually like a tap, water tap, up there. You actually see the holding areas, you put the bodies in to be kept cool, and there's a guy there, and in typical 80s dramedy fashion, he's eating a sandwich on top of one of the slabs. This is a constant classic, so why not bring it here? So he's eating a sandwich, and it's not even a not messy sandwich. It's like a barbecue sauce type thing, and it's like there's sauce on him.
Gross.
And he's like putting it down, and you can see, especially Mikey, who is like, probably the most analytical of the bunch. Absolutely, he like sees like some of the stuff like splash from the plate onto the actual slab, and the guy's like, "Oh, hey, we got another round. Kids this time." And he kind of you see him like absentmindedly. He puts his finger down on the spot on the slab where it dripped, and he's like, "Okay, so I suppose you guys want to see everything, right?"
Are we going to get to see a dead body?
Oh, maybe. It's like, again, this, he's like badly shaven. You're not even sure he knows the answer to that, to be honest. So like,
you have some other kind of barbecue sandwich earlier today? It looks like you've got some there on your lab coat too.
He's like, "You aren't going to trick me with that, kid. Wasn't born yesterday."
Oh, okay.
He's like, "All right, kids, come on, let's do the tour." So yes, so here's where people come when they die, before they go to a burial place, either to get buried or for services. But we hold it here for a little while. Every now and then, police want to examine things. They tend to do that preliminarily here, and then they take it to their own facilities, and bodies, I mean. So like, okay, so yeah, here's where the stiffs kind of come. We put them down here, and we kind of do what we need to do. Fact for you.
What's a stiff?
A stiff is a
Thank you.
corpse, dead person. So here's a cool little thing that's going to take you guys to your beddy times tonight. You can tell this guy's a commensurate motherfucking asshole. And he's like, "So, just so you know, so when we do autopsies, and we do them here sometimes, what you do is you open them up, and then you kind of there's like everything inside is really kind of glued together by like connective tissue, and you actually just yank the whole thing out in one big piece. Yank, and he makes a yank, motion, and he's like, and then we have to measure stuff, and each thing gets measured on its own, and then we put everything in a plastic bag, and then we put it back in there and sew it up." Question.
What you talking about, Willis?
What kinds of measurements do you do?
We do the weights of these things, so you can kind of see like the hanging scale, just like at the supermarket, basically the same damn thing, but graded more sensitively in ounces and fractions of ounces. And of course, it wouldn't be metric, because welcome to the United States. Sad. But yeah, so it's like, okay, yeah, question in the back again.
Yeah. What's the average weight of a healthy liver, adult male?
He's like, "Kid, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You just start weighing yourself and wondering how much is liver. I'm not even going to do that to you." And you realize he probably doesn't know. Yeah, exactly. But why admit that to a kid? So it's like, okay, so here's what you've all come here for. So he goes over, and he's like, so he kind of brings you over. Okay, we're walking. And like, before you guys know it, you're in front of one of the refrigerator doors. And he's like, okay, so as we said, you got to keep meat cold or it starts to rot, and same happens with hamburger as with humans. And you can tell he's like been practicing this for extra assholishness for kids. And he's like, all right, so here we go. Anybody squeamish or anything? Okay, fine. So at that, he doesn't wait for an answer. He opens the thing, and a head with like gore at its neck just flops out and starts rolling on the ground and ends up at Mikey's feet.
Oh no!
That's gnarly.
I took a picture as soon as it popped down.
So we're gonna make this interesting. So let's Mikey, we're gonna have you roll a what's a good one for this? This is kind of like a resistance roll. If you fail it, you are now scared as a condition. Let's call it empathize. I think that's like the closest. Actually, no. I suppose when there's nothing, you have to kind of use the.
You can just use an attribute.
Yeah,
right?
use the attributes. Yeah, go ahead and roll heart. Yeah, that seems like the best. Yeah, go ahead and roll heart and see what we get. If you fail, you are scared.
Did it go?
Yes.
There it is. Oh,
Good job.
Success.
You had a success. Awesome. So yeah, so Mikey sees the thing roll at his feet and stop, and it's about then all of you realize it's one of those things from the gag shops type of thing. It's not actually in reality a real honest to goodness human head. It's a plastic rubber thing. Like then the face is all like
Funny. That is not funny.
The guy's like, it was a little funny. It was a little funny.
That was mean.
he actually recoils, steps back as he gets the finger pointed at him, like it was like a weapon. Like, that hurt, So he's like,
I'm gonna talk about this. This is not nice.
They're like, yeah. Why don't you guys clear out and make room for the next group? They'll find it funny. And he kind of takes the head by the hair and it won't they, Wilbur? They'll find it funny. And he like puts the head back in the thing and closes it up. Out of here, kids, go before I kick you out.
What an asshole.
I didn't like that at all.
On the way out, Jude's gonna tip his sandwich.
Oh man, it's like on the ground. You can, as you guys
as we're
go ahead.
As we're walking out, Alice pulls the handle on another one of the lockers.
Oh
God.
No!
Yeah.
Oh God.
And
Alice, what are you doing?
looks inside and says to Jude,
No.
there's a real one in here.
No.
And there is. It's an old man.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's like you can just tell as it opens, it like illuminates just like your refrigerator at home. And it's obviously a very old man with he has kind of like the sheet over his body to keep him covered for whatever reason. But it's definitely like an old man.
What is that smell?
Oh, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, the guy's like, out of here, get out of here, kids. He takes a door and closes that one. It's like, out.
I want you to leave.
Yeah, he's like pointing at her. Now he's getting pissed off. Andy, he looks over at his sandwich. He's like, motherfuckers. I wasn't done. So yeah, he goes over to that and he's like, out.
Yeah, we leave post haste.
Yeah.
You guys want to go see the robot arms now? That sounds like a lot better.
Yeah, this was lame.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of heading out there. You guys head out and you're going towards the elevator, and in the other direction, turning the corner is kind of a man. You guys, I remember as a teenager myself, it was hard to tell age. Anyone over like 16 looked like 30 to me, type of thing. So you guys see this guy,
Employer or visitor? I mean, employee or visitor?
a visitor. So it's like this guy is, if you guys had to estimate, you'd say he was like in his mid to late 20s. Again, it's hard to estimate when you're a little kid. And with him is a girl, just about 11 years old, if you had to guess. You guys are better estimating kid ages. Um, they both look
Probably
scared.
nowhere to.
Yeah, they like they both have a similar look. You can tell that they're, at least seems like they're related. They're black. They have very short hair. Actually, hers is a little longer, but they have the same curl to it. They have the same kind of nose. It's like you can tell the family nose, and they have that. And even like as they kind of look at you, they're both looking at you guys scared. And again, it's that same. It's like it's like the face is of a family is looking at you, type of thing. And the guy kind of he's kind of sorry about that. The guy's kind of ushering the little girl along, and he's like, "Kids, I need your help. I need it now." And the girl
Okay.
the girl kind of looks at you guys pleadingly, and she's like, "If they get me, they're gonna kill me."
Okay.
And
What do we do?
the guy's like, "I need you guys to get her out of here. If just get her out of here. You have to sneak her out here. Nobody can see. Nobody can catch her. And I think they're on my trail here. So I need to go. Can I
What's
don't know
your
I don't
name?
know you guys, but
Where
I'm
are we
gonna
supposed to take her?
just get her out. Just get her out."
I have an idea.
And she's like, the little girl's like, "My name's Julie, and I really, really need your help." And she's just about on the verge of tears. You can see that the eyes water up.
Julie, is this your dad?
She's like, "I don't know. I don't know a whole lot of things right now. I'm just really
Oh
confused, and all
no.
I know is that I need to get out of here. So bad."
Jude's gonna take his jacket off and then say, "Here, put this on."
Yeah, they're like in a she's like in like a hospital gown, with like teddy bears and stuff on it. And you can see like there's this little bit of relief in her eyes as you put the coat on her, and she like almost looks like she blends in. She's missing shoes. She's like wearing those hospital slippers with kind of like those bottoms with the little grippers on them. But he's like,
Uh,
"I don't know you. I just feel like I could trust you now. Go. I gotta go elsewhere. Go quick. I gotta lead away." He's like, he hits the
How do
button.
we find you?
He's like, "Julie will figure it out." And he hits the button, and he goes up, and he's like, and as the doors are closing, "There's an emergency exit that way. That's where we were going, but they're watching me." And the doors close before he can kind of finish his thought. And there you guys are standing there with this little girl.
Andy, can you give her your hat?
That's what I was thinking too. Good idea.
Oop, do we lose Andy?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, there he is. I thought you were
This is weird,
frozen.
guys.
You have to move more. I'm like, oh my god, is he frozen?
He is
Do we have to
frozen.
check his?
Oh, it scared me.
Can she
So-
take a backpack
No, so yeah,
too?
I'll give you the hat, but like if we're gonna sneak her out of the hospital, she can't be wearing this gown thing. They'll stop us.
I mean, she's got a jacket on. How would they know? And then I'll give her my little rucksack that I used to carry around my things.
Does she have a
Just-
bracelet around her wrist?
Yes, she does. If you take a kind of like a sneak a look, it says
she's probably gonna have
Julie
to take
Alexander.
That off.
It says Jubilee. Or
Yes,
Julie.
Yes, it's Julie Alexander. And
So this
then
might be a little gross, but maybe
So you're gonna have to take that off, Julie.
What does Andy say? Oop, I think
Gonna take off
Tim.
what?
Yeah, I couldn't hear what did Andy say?
Something about
I
Julie
just
has
said to Julie that she probably has to take that bracelet off, or they're gonna know she's.
Yeah, you guys also notice it says Eldrin Labs on it on the other side, so it identifies her, gives her a number, and then Eldrin Labs.
Alice, can you cut that off?
So
Oh yeah,
so
Alice
tries
says the
to-
flickers.
clumsy. She managed
he says that Julie has to take the bracelet off.
and tries to cut it, but it's hard to cut. It's not like just normal. Doesn't seem like a normal paper or plastic, hospital band. She says, it won't cut.
And she kind of looks at you guys, and she's like, she like pushes it up, so she's like, I can slide it under here for now.
Okay, all right.
You're my sister.
Is
Your
there
name
another
is-
way out of that morgue? Oops.
Yeah, you guys are pointed towards like an emergency stairwell, going the other way, back where you guys came from, towards the morgue area.
We started walking that way, yeah.
Yeah, and it's time for me to take my evening meds.
Yep. So let's do
alarm
this.
just went off.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. So let's say you guys head in that direction, and we'll pick up where we left here when we come back from our 10-minute break. If you guys, in the meantime, kind of leave and rejoin or kind of refresh the thing. A couple of you guys are having some audio problems, so do that, and while we're gone, and we'll see you all in 10 minutes.
Okay.
We're back. All right, and we are back. All right, so last we left our guys, you were in the basement level of the hospital with Julie Alexander, a little girl about 9 or 10 or 11 years old, and basically she and her family member just basically said that she needs to get out of here or they're going to kill her, and she's on the verge of tears. What do you
Who's
do?
after you?
I think we should take her to the hideout.
I'm not clear on the
Take it ahead.
emergency exit. Is that something that you were warned they were coming through, or
No, that's that's a potential escape thing. Basically the guy said we're going that way, but I think they're following me, so I'm going to go this way. You guys go that way. It's basically like a stairway up, to an emergency exit, that type of thing.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. Yeah, so we're taking her to the through the emergency exit.
Yeah.
Cool. And what did you ask, Andy?
I asked Julie, who's after you?
She's like, the scientists. The scientists are after me.
Like,
I think we should get her out of here, and then we can ask her questions.
Well, yeah, I was thinking as we're running, I'm sort of asking.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
If we can get over to the river, we can probably hop a ride on one of the river skimmers that collects trash out of the river.
Okay.
Right to the sewer.
And
That works.
And then go over to the hideout.
Do we see anybody that's chasing us, or I mean?
Well, as you guys turn the corner, Andy, I'm going to assume this is not a D&D game where we care about the order that you're marching in. However, my assumption is that Andy's kind of like the, I will guard your rear type of dude. He'll make sure that the slowest person in the group is always protected, type of thing.
Is Andy also the tallest of us?
Probably, yeah.
So I'm 14, I guess.
So him or Alice?
Yeah.
I'm a very short 12.
Well, Alice is a little tall for a girl. She's 5'9".
Ooh.
So maybe Alice is the tallest in the bunch.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
gotta
wondered,
be.
Like what it looks like when you guys are
whose head is on a swivel right now in the group, you know?
That's like the animal in the savannah that can see above the grass type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, yeah, I think Alice and Andy have sort of taken up their roles, and she's in the lead, so she's, getting to the emergency room door and getting it open so everybody can get through.
gotcha. And so Andy, as you're kind of like the last, as you're kind of turning that corner, and the last of your peripheral vision kind of sees what's going on. You do see like two guys in like dark suits and some kind of name badges hanging off their
And
suit
sunglasses?
pockets. No sunglasses. They kind of turn the corner as you guys zip off.
Do they see us?
I'm gonna say no. No, they don't. They like I said, you basically catch them turning their corner as you're turning your corner. But you get a better look at what's going on with them than they do at you. So yeah, they're if you as you're kind of like listening as you're running, you can like hear someone like jamming that elevator button.
So I'm gonna like whisper, shout, sort of like, "You guys, I saw these guys back there. We got to get out of here."
Yeah, that's the plan.
Do you think that we should call the police?
I think we should go up the stairs and get out of here first.
All right.
We'll
Yes.
figure it out when we get there.
Yes, you guys.
So Andy's going to keep looking back, trying to make sure that the guys aren't following us.
Sure. Yeah, you guys like burst through the door. If this was the TV show we'd be watching from outside, a second or two you'd see like just a serene door, nothing happened. All of a sudden, blams open, and you guys are all booking out of there, just like bursting out like a torrent. And what do you call it?
Fist pumping like this.
Yeah, fist pumping, totally. Yeah. Like Mikey is trying to run so hard, so fast. His like hands are like above his head. He's trying to get that little extra momentum, you know.
And it's not even that fast.
And he's still like, like, you know. But so he
and Andy's running behind him, and he's faster, and he's like trying to like.
Yeah, Julie's hanging on to like Alice's coattails, if you will, as you guys are running. So yeah, it's like it was like the contrast between the inside hospital where it was all like, low, dull fluorescent lights and scent, and antiseptic, to like when you burst out this, you feel the rush of like, real smelling wind, city wind, and like that the sun beating down on you. So it's like it's like you literally gone into a different world. And yeah, you guys are cruising. The back area that you come out in is like one of the parking lots. So you guys are just basically zipping down lines of cars or in between or whatever. Before you guys know it, you're like maybe 2 blocks away. Kind of like I would assume like you peeled off into an alleyway to kind of like catch your breath. Behind some store or something like that.
All right, guys.
I think you should call your sister and ask her to bring a pair of clothes.
Who do you say that to?
Andy.
Oh, yeah.
Andy, I think you should call your sister on the payphone and ask her to bring a pair of clothes.
Could we maybe just go to my house?
Sure.
I mean, I'm thinking we've got to sort of get out of here.
I don't know, man. Hideout sounds like the best place. Not really anybody knows about it.
Because I don't know how my sister's. Well, I suppose she could she could use her bike. I can call her.
Julie's like,
Did
what do
you
you
tell?
Has
Andy
what's going on?
told us that these guys are following us, or do we all know as a group?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, he
I
told
kind
us.
of like whispered that when I saw them to you guys.
My biggest concern is that if we go to your house, then your parents will get involved.
They don't understand.
Well, it's Thursday during the although, yeah, my mom is, she's a teacher, so she'll be off. But my dad would normally be at work. So, yeah, that's true. Right. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. Let's find a payphone.
I got a quarter.
All right. So assuming there's a payphone around here somewhere.
Oh God, yeah.
Um,
That's not a problem. It's like it's about a block away, right in front of like one of the little 5 and dime type thing going on.
all right. Beep beep beep.
The rest of us-
555.
The rest of us keep moving, I take it.
Yeah, Julie's like, where are we going, guys? Where are we going?
We got
Secret.
a hideout.
It's secret. Don't tell anybody.
She kind of looks around and she looks at Jude like, who would I tell?
I don't know. Your friend.
And she's like, she kind of takes this piece of paper. It was like tucked in like the side of the gown, and she takes it out and she unfolds it, and she hands it to Alice. If Alice looks at it, yes, no.
Sure, Alice looks at it.
Yeah. So it reads hospital room 306, compartment 4, vial 2A.
So what does this mean, Julie?
Julie's like, she's like, so Michael gave that to me, and he said that so those men are trying to keep me from getting that. And if they get a hold of me, they won't let me get to it. And if I can't get that shot in the next hours, I think I'm going to die.
A what?
Have you taken this shot before?
I don't remember. All I know is what Mike told me. Michael. I'll call Michael so as not to get him confused with Mikey.
This is
Okay.
this is heavy.
Us? Okay, so this is back at the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
back there.
Okay.
So could one of us make like a comprehend roll of like where this thing might lead to in the hospital, like how to figure out what we got to do with this?
Sure. Who wants to do that? Does Mikey want to do that, or someone else?
I would like to try.
Okay. Yeah, Jude was the one who got the little chart in the beginning, so maybe he has a handle on this. So let's take a look. So yeah, go ahead and let's roll a let's see here. What would be a good one? Let's see. Okay. So yeah, comprehend, I suppose, is the best, or investigate, whichever. I'll let you roll whichever you like for purposes of figuring this out.
I'll roll investigate. That's a lot stronger for me.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigate. One success.
Ooh, it's a success.
All right. So for purposes of this investigate, it's not going to be a question thing, more like you get an idea of where this is. So if you recall looking at that sheet you guys got, the floor they're talking about, that area, it was marked off as kind of like an experimental wing type of thing. So it was kind of blocked off, and you can tell like it was photocopied, so the color doesn't come through, but you imagine that the place was like outlined with like red marker, like a no-go zone.
Were you said Julie, were you on this floor?
She's like, yeah, I was on that floor.
Oh man, this is no good. Oh, this is no good. Okay, all right. Okay, so
Jude's trying to put everything together.
we need to go back to the hospital because if we don't, you'll die. That's
But
where
I-
all the bad guys are.
She gets to hear though.
Yeah, I can't go back. I can't go back. And she kind of clutches at Alice like she is terrified. And Alice is this big, tall woman. That's,
5'9".
Well, towering over little Jessica.
Jude, you can't get over that. Let's see, where's the hospital? I'm looking at the map. Is
It's on the
the
east.
hospital's in downtown?
It's on the east side.
Yep, hospital's over here.
Oh, okay.
Here, I think
Okay.
this brings you guys over there.
All right. It's kind of far away from the hideout.
Half town away.
But we gotta go there.
Yeah. Well, but she only has a few hours before she needs her medicine. Do we have enough time to bring her to the hideout and get back to the hospital and find the medicine and get back to her?
How long would that take?
It's like oh, this is kind of a cool little thing.
Brother drives a car, right, Jude?
Oh, he does.
Look at this. Check this out. Is this? Oh, it's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Is it this? So watch this.
Oh, you fixed it.
3 miles. That's pretty far.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, so the town itself, around 6 miles across. Well, I can't say the town, the burbs from side to side, but yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Then we
Well,
wouldn't
on
have
foot,
got.
that's about an hour each way, yeah.
Right. Just to clarify, am I in the scene here? Am I over on
Yeah.
the phone somewhere or what?
Yeah, the phone is not too far away. You're close enough where you're able to kind of overhear and participate here. And you're probably on and off it in the space of 30 seconds anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, Andy, you're totally around.
I think we should split up. I think
Sure.
Jude, you should call your brother and see if we can get a ride.
Yeah, I'll see if
I don't-
he's home.
Otherwise,
How
I
many
don't
people
know
do we want to
like
get
where else we
involved in
could
this? Do we?
stash her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Jessica's just looking up at these eyes are just about on the verge of tears, looking up at Alice. And it's kind
I
of
was gonna-
she's holding on to like the edge of her shirt, you know, kind of like that cat that's about to be put in the bathwater, you know, like that
Mhm.
terrified look on his face and grasping on anything so it doesn't fall in. That's kind of like the look she's giving her.
We could go to the park instead. The one with the really big trees that nobody really hangs out in after it gets dark.
I'll try to call my brother, like Mikey said.
Okay. Yeah, so let's just for kicks, let's handle both conversations real quick. Unless Andy, you just wanted to say get the hell down here with clothes.
Yeah, I mean, basically, hey, it's an emergency. Just need a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Just don't ask questions. I just need it.
Yeah, she'll give you the whole. Are you serious? All right, fine. I'll be down there, shorts and t-shirt, and at that she like hangs up on you.
Okay,
She's
Carrie's
young-
on the way.
She's younger than you, right?
Yeah, she's like
And then
12.
like your mom is probably gonna drive her down.
Yeah,
She probably has a bike too. Yeah,
Oh yeah, bikes
yeah,
are
she has a bike.
just a bike.
10 speed.
Yeah.
How far away is
Well, let's see. I don't think I've established where we live.
Yeah. So where do you live, Andy?
Well, let's see.
just so happens.
I would say that Andy probably. Well, I'm gonna guess that we all kind of live near each other. I think the reason we're friends is sort of like we live near each other. We've grown up together, right? Or is that not a?
That's
More or less.
That's a their own supposition, sure.
So,
more or less.
where do you guys think we grew up? Like, I don't want to just be the only one to make the decision.
Probably like in the heart of the burbs right here.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to say in the suburbs.
Yeah. All right. So I guess if we're, oh wow, so that's going to be, there's the hospital. So even on a bike, that's going to take you maybe 10
But she only has to meet
minutes.
us at the hideout, right? Unless we don't want to let her know where the hideout is.
Let's tell her to meet us at the library.
Well, the problem with the hideout is it's 3 miles away, and if we have to get, well,
That's why
the only way
Jude's
we could
brother
do
is
that
going to
is
come with the car.
okay.
Yeah. So we'll kind of just to for expediency's sake we'll gloss over the phone call with Rigby, but he's like, yeah, I'll come on down.
Okay. Perfect.
He's like,
yeah, we're on the corner of like Manhattan and 68th.
he's like, you're just making stuff up again, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know where I am.
I'll drive around till I find you.
we're by this big store, like a.
Oh, the
this
big
donut
store. Good. Excellent. Yeah, Rigby must be really bored because he like gets there in 15 minutes, and like riding next to him is Andy's sister, and like the bike is haphazardly stashed in the trunk, hanging half out. And Rigby like pulls up and he gives you his usual look that he looks at like at you from the car, like, what have you got me into now, or please let me out of this type of look, but I have to be here because he's my brother. And you're like she almost zipped in front of me and I almost ran her down, so I figured I would at least bring her here.
Okay.
She was
Yeah.
looking for you
Thanks.
guys,
This
right?
is perfect. Yeah. No, we were really hoping to meet her. Okay. This is a lot. There's a lot going on right now. We need to get her. To we'll just. Oh man, I don't.
Near the library.
Yeah, kind of near the library,
Right.
and then we need to go to the hospital. And then we got to go
Okay,
back towards
Rigby's
the
like
library.
Rigby was just gonna pull away, but he's like, okay, we're gonna just parallel park really quick. He gets out. Andy's sister gets out, and she like marches up to him dutifully with like neatly folded clothes and like proffers it to him. She's like looks very irritated that she had to come this way, but here we are. And she like gives it to you, and then Rigby's like, whoa. He's like, what was that again, Jude?
Okay, you know how in ET, the cops were like trying to stop him from going home.
Yes.
This is like that. She's ET. We gotta get her to a safe spot so we can get her home.
Okay, Jude, it's time for us to go home now. So,
No,
hey,
no.
you and your little drug user friends can just go wherever the hell you're going to go. Take her home. But we are getting the hell out of Dodge.
No. Look. And then I'll,
For the
I was like,
last
show him the,
time, don't do drugs.
show him the,
Yeah, just like this conditioned mantra. Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
Maybe somebody could charm or lead
Yeah.
Rigby to change his mind.
Yeah. Is that Jude? Is Jude doing that? Is Alice? Andy?
If only we had someone charming.
I've got
So I've got a 3 charm.
So Andy, you want to give it a try?
Sure.
All right. So what is the thing you're trying to change Rigby's mind into doing, or whatever? What's your goal here?
To sort of just get him to see that the situation's cool. We're just kids being kid stuff. Jude's probably slightly overreacting to what's going on. We just need to get dropped off at the library, and then we need to go back to the hospital and then I'll try to make up some story about I forgot my baseball cap or something like that.
All right, make the roll.
All right.
2 successes.
Kabam!
All right, so let's take a quick look at that. I want to say it's here. All right, let's see here. Charm. All right, so bonus effects. We're on the same page, right? Yeah. So bonus effects. They keep believing you. You have formed a relationship. She will take risks to help you, or he. He will try to persuade others to believe you. He's frightened, confused, or impressed, or he's infatuated. So in addition to getting your goal, you get one of these things if you would like. You don't have to, but you are able to spend one of these to get a bonus effect.
So I would say that we just need to have him keep believing us. Like, okay, now we need to go to the hospital, and then you need to go
good.
away.
Now you need to go away. Perfect. All right, yeah, that works. Awesome. Good call on that one.
We also need him to get us back to the library area.
Well, yeah, that's first. So we're going to drop off Julia.
Yeah, but then we go to the hospital.
Jessica.
But then we have to get back to the library area with.
Yeah, Julie. Sorry, you're right, Julie.
Medicine.
Right, and to meet back up with her. Yeah.
So we can ask Rigby to wait for us.
Yes.
Sure.
Wait outside for us.
Sure.
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, god damn, everybody just pile in. And he's like,
is this like a big station wagon or something?
It's like a 4-door sedan that he's tried to make cool with some stuff on the side, like some kind of art or something. Yeah, it's all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Antenna.
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys are all getting in, he sees Jessica. Like it's hard to notice that she's like she's in a hospital gown with a band on, and your role is good enough where he's like he kind of looks at you. He's like, well then, off we go to the library. Let's get some education in your heads. And he drives you guys to the library. Stops in the parking lot. He is okay. Meter's running. You guys got 5 minutes.
Okay. Alice, do you want to take her?
I think. Let's see, Jude. Why don't you take her to the hideout?
Okay.
And the rest of us will go back and get the medicine.
And make sure you grab the hoverboard from behind the library. It might come in handy.
Oh, good idea. Mikey, can you get that?
Yeah, we need a bolt cutters, but yeah. And it's
No, I
kind of
don't
a
have
giant
bolt
sled.
cutters.
It's big.
Okay.
It's like made to carry gigantic
forget
crates.
Yeah, forget it. We got a car.
Okay, so you guys are at the library. Who's going where and doing what?
I guess I'm taking her to the hideout right now.
Okay, cool. Let's do a quick scene with Jude taking her to the library, or the hideout rather, from the library, which is right next door, or right nearby at least. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
Getting in the car to go to the hospital.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you just want the one guy to go to the hospital or to the hideout so that your Rigby doesn't know where the heck it is. Okay, I get you. All right, so yeah, we'll do a quick scene with Jude and Jessica. So yeah, she's like her tears are now gone and they're replaced by like fear, like that look in your eye of desperation.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys are kind of fast jogging, I suppose, she's like, where are we going?
It's a secret place. Nobody really knows about it. It's just our little hideout. It's just through this little storm drain, and then there's a little door that leads up into a brewery, like a old abandoned brewery that we've kind of outfitted. It's our little home away from home. It's safe.
Killer robot.
The gun's still there.
Oh God!
Oh, the gun is still there.
Well, the gun isn't in the hideout. It's in the tunnel leading to the hideout.
Even better.
Can I grab the gun?
Oh God!
Jesus. Oh my
Not a
god.
gun, but I'm just kidding. I don't need it.
Why do you have a gun?
No, it would just scare her probably.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know how to use it anyways.
No, no.
Yeah. So you guys kind of zip in the tunnel, and she gives the robot that's kind of frozen there just this look as she goes by, and she's going, "You guys have a special place right in the middle of town like this?"
I mean, yeah, it's nobody really comes down here. It's just us. It's our little hideaway.
Oh, how fortuitous for me. She like follows you in.
Sure.
She follows you in, and she's like kind of creeps in as you guys have to do that hop up. It kind of comes up into the ground, from the ground, and you're in the bottling area. And she looks around, kind of again scared, and she's like, "Will I be safe here? Does anyone know about this?"
No, Jude's gonna go to the record and say, do you like Jim Gross? Gross? Gross. I think his name is Gross.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
Everything's really fuzzy.
Well, he's pretty great, and I'm gonna put on like what's that one record in Stranger Things? You don't mess around with Jim.
Oh, Jim Croce.
Jim
Oh.
Croce, yeah.
Oh, is that his name, Croce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim Croce. I thought
Yeah.
I never knew how to say his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that on. They're like, this is my favorite record. Are you okay?
Yeah, she kind of takes the clothes out. I'm gonna change into these, and then I think I'll feel a lot better.
Yeah, we
But-
got a like a little separate room over there.
But do you guys think you can do this? I mean,
I believe in them. They're
She-
pretty good.
she's like, you guys just you don't look like secret agents or anything.
Well, if secret agents could be 13, that would be us. He's gonna shoot a little finger
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah, the finger guns. Yeah, her eyes kind of brighten at that, like, maybe this is actually going to work and I'm not going to die. You can kind of see that look in her eyes of hope, at least some hope. She's like, well, go quick, okay? I don't know how long I have.
I'll give her a salute. There's more records there. There's a couch. We've got like some water down there. There might be some leftover pizza in the little mini fridge.
But you probably don't want to eat that. Yeah.
You probably
It's been there for a
probably
month.
like 3 weeks old by now. Don't touch it. I'll be back. We're gonna be real soon.
And
And then
she will kind of lean over to get as if to give him a little kiss on the cheek.
oh,
You decide whether or not you decide whether or not she lets you, or you let her.
Jude will let her, but he's like super like wide eyed. I'm like, oh. He's gonna like quickly like, okay, all right. I'm gonna go. Good luck. Stay safe.
And
then he's just
zips
gonna
out.
dip out.
Cool. So yeah, before you guys know it, Jude is back to the car alone. And Ruby's like, okay, so I'm taking you guys straight back to the hospital. Am I right here?
To the hospital.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to wait for you guys at the police station, or where would you like me to wait for you?
At the hospital.
Well, I'm just saying you guys look like you're about to get into some trouble, and well, truth be told, Jude could use a little trouble, so I kind of admire you guys for it, but
We need you to stay at the hospital.
at the hospital. It's like
I like the Jedi wave.
he's like, all right, I will stay where I
Alice
wation
points
for.
at his shirt. Alice points
You're
at his
pretty
shirt.
cool,
Look,
Andy.
Look, eat shit boy. Stay at the hospital.
Yeah, Rigby's like, he like wants to say something to Alice to put her in her younger than him place, but he just stops himself. He shakes his head like it won't do any good. He doesn't even know Alice, and he knows that. What does that say?
So I owe you was super solid for this one, bro.
He's like, yeah, you better take me to that Goonies movie.
Oh,
I really want to see that.
know it. Oh, I'll take you twice.
Damn right you will. And he kind of gives that kind of smirk that, like, Jude, you can tell that he's playing like he really would care not to be here, but in reality, this is like probably the most interesting thing he'll be doing today anyway. So why
Mhm.
not? So yeah, he drops you guys off and he makes it. He kind of like does like this like half a donut. As he kind of goes in there, he's like turns around and pulls into a spot. He's like, go, 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 go. It's like you guys are freaking paratroopers or something. Go, go. We've reached a drop
I start
zone.
running like I'm jumping out of a helicopter, and I don't want to get my head cut off.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
running low.
The helicopter run, excellent, perfect.
Yeah.
Where hey, so it's like I love you, bro. Then he'll just run.
Yeah, he's like, he puts the car in park, turns off the keys, and kind of you see him like recline the seat, like he's just gonna chill there for a while. He might have his Walkman with him, maybe not.
Pops in his Pink Floyd tape.
So yeah,
Lunatic.
so yeah, he's waiting there for you. All right, so you guys get out of the car. You're in the same parking lot you started out in when you left the place. Those guys, Andy, that were kind of on your not on your tail, but going in your direction, are they're now kind of like looking through the parking lot. Like you have one guy at one side, one guy at the other of a row, and they're like looking down and like crisscrossing each other, and they see you guys and don't do anything, but you can see they're doing some kind of search in the parking lot.
Do they? Oh, they didn't see us.
So I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, that's them.
Does that mean they're not in the floor? Does that mean it's open?
We don't know how many there are.
There's never more than two, right? There's always two bad guys. Two secret agents.
There's always two bad guys. Have you seen
are
Goonies? No, you haven't.
Those are what we call henchmen.
Those are what we call henchmen. Awesome.
All right, let's go in.
What's it? So it was, what floor was it? You have that paper?
Yeah, what was it? I can't remember what the note said. It was third floor, I think.
I don't even remember what I said. Let's assume third floor.
I thought it was third floor.
Okay, third floor is something like cubicle something or other, and something.
Yeah, room 322, cubicle 4, vial 4A.
Okay.
Or syringe 4A, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, third floor.
Do we go to the elevator?
Yeah, where you guys going? Where you guys going in?
Through the open house.
Probably just play it cool, go through the front door.
Yeah, there's still an open house going on. Let's
just kind of saunter in through the front door, over to the elevator.
I can totally see Mikey actually whistling. It's like until you started whistling, you were pretty not suspicious.
Yeah.
And now you're whistling a tune. What the fuck are you up to, kid?
So Alice saunters over to the elevator, pushes the up button.
Excellent. So yeah, the doesn't take long before the elevator arrives. Doors open, and two more guys that look very similar to the first two come out. They have Andy. Now that you actually see them up close, you see those little plastic badges hanging from their lapel pocket. Say Eldrin Labs.
Ooh. Okay.
So
bad. I don't know if these guys saw it, but I'm going to tell them, like, hey, those guys are from Eldrin.
Why is Eldrin everything wrong with this city?
Here we go again.
First it was the robot, then it was the disappearing friend, and then it was the, what do you call it? It wasn't even first robot. It was the, what was our first adventure?
Oh, the video game.
About it now. Alice punches the third floor and nothing happens.
Oh no!
There's a keyhole next to the button for the third floor.
Oh,
Hmm.
ooh, damn, Alice, you're making it harder. I don't even have to work here. It's like I'm just going to hang up my GM hat. You're making it hard for your guys on your own. You don't need my intervention to make it harder for you.
Okay, there's the button glows and there's no key.
No, there's a key. Yeah, let's go with it. No, that sounds cool. Yeah, there's
Okay.
a keyhole, right there.
Yeah.
And Andy, you did
So we don't
see.
go there. Is there how many floors does this hospital have?
I'll say like
So
7.
she pushes the fourth floor button instead.
Okay, that goes with no problem.
That goes past the.
Hey, Mike, you think you could open?
She's thinking
You
that-
could get us to the
she's
third?
thinking that they're going to be watching for people
Maybe.
coming up more than they're going to be watching for people coming down.
Are these guys riding with us, or did they walk
No,
out and we
they-
walked in?
They walked
They
out, and
got
you guys
off the
walked in.
elevator
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're alone.
Yeah, you're alone.
because I think they would have heard Andy say, "Psst, they're from Eldrin Labs."
Okay.
All right, what are you guys doing? You're on the 4th
So
floor. The
right
doors
after-
open up. Things are rather quiet
I don't-
for this floor.
Yeah, I don't know
There's
if I can hack the elevator, but I certainly could hack a security coded door. Like if we get up to the 4th floor and then take the fire exit or the stairwell down to the 3rd floor, I might be able to attach to the panel and then open the door from there.
I like stairs. Stairs
Cool,
are nice
Mikey.
and
That's
safe.
what I was hoping for.
Okay.
cool. You guys are formulating a good
So
plan.
you were saying that the fourth floor is kind of quiet.
Yeah,
Unexpectedly quiet.
yeah. So Jude would know if asked that, like, from looking at the little sheet, there. Actually, I suppose Mikey was also looking quite intently. There really wasn't
Mhm.
anything open house wise on the 4th floor. It's just kind of a regular floor in use right now. So as you get off there, it's not really busy. It seems like a slow day on the the floor. There's hospital rooms on either side of the hallway. It's like any other hospital. It's like you have the central area where all the desks and administrative stuff is, with like branching off to the each side.
Human League is playing on the radio at the nurse's station.
Absolutely. And the nurse there is kind of tapping her foot, moving her head to the tune. And you can tell she's like had a breakup recently. She's like, born to make mistakes. And then she notices you guys. You guys
So
actually
it's
walk
like-
up to her, or what do you guys do?
Oh, just
She
go right
notices us.
faster and get to the stairs.
Act with,
Uh,
we'll act with purpose, like we're going to room 403 because our friend's there.
What are you saying there, Alice?
Okay, yeah, there was a stairwell sign right there, but she's gonna see that. So I look down the
Maybe a
hall and
distraction.
see another exit sign down at the end of the hall. That's probably more like an emergency stairwell, but that might get us down to the 3rd floor without being seen.
Somebody could sneak into an empty
So,
room and pull the call button and distract her away.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, so we sort of say hi and walk away to where she can't see us. And Mikey, that was a good idea. Why don't you do that?
So Mikey, are you going to be the one who delves into a room and pushes
No,
the
I
button?
just said somebody.
I think Alice just volunteered you. That's what it sounded
was-
like.
Well, I'm not very good at sneaking.
Look around. It's an empty floor except for the nurse's station. You don't really have to sneak.
Okay, I'll
Um,
pull it then
Hey,
without any other discussion while everybody's still thinking about it. It's like, okay,
so I just want to set a quick little tiny scene. So Mikey's like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, and he marches into the room like basically like pull the Band-Aid off type of thing. In and out. That's how we do this. You walk in and you move past the little the shade that's pulled up, and you just move straight towards the little on the other side of the shade. You move towards the little the side table where the button is in, and you're about to press it, and you see there's you're so focused, you turn and you see this old guy hooked up to like some kind of breathing apparatus,
No.
and it's like, and he like he like can't make a sound or really move. He's just kind of weak, and he like looks over at you,
No.
and he's like, it's like something out of, for Mikey, it would probably be something out of like a horror movie, like. And he's like, and you haven't pressed the button yet. You're like, I'm just about to, and he's like, what is Mikey doing?
Oh my God, Darth Vader.
Is he gonna push the button?
I think Alice.
Yeah, definitely. It's too late. Like
It's too late. He's already.
that's happening as he's pulling the cord or pushing the button. So
Yeah. All right.
but
Yeah. So
at
the button
same
gets
time,
pushed.
he's like,
As
oh
a
my
side-
God,
as
it's
a
Darth
side-
Vader.
As a side benefit, as a side benefit, you might actually be saving his life.
Yeah.
True story. Yeah. So you guys, the button's pushed, and you guys who are still outside immediately hear like the ding, 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 like a little, just a, not like an alarm sound, but like a the button has been pressed. As Mikey zips back out, and then like all the nurses, and there's people here, but it's not busy. So like they're bored as hell, which is hard to say for a nurse. Generally, their days are hard and long, as we all know. But in this case, at this floor of the Eastview Hospital, they're interested in freaking anything to let the time go faster. So they all three of them at the station bolt in there, and suddenly there's nobody at the desk. What do you
Right.
do?
Yeah,
We head for the
Run,
stairway.
run.
yeah. Let's go. We saunter until they're in the room and out of sight, and then we run.
Yeah, the
Run
guilty
through the
whistling.
stairwell.
Awesome. Yeah, so you guys are in the stairwell. Door closes behind you. Ka-chunk. And yeah, so you guys go down one level, and sure as heck, you see like there's like a number lock where it has like numbers 1 through 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and like 2 inactive buttons at the side, almost like a telephone touchpad without the asterisk and star. And that looks like
Okay.
what, and there's like a red light on the top of it right now.
So I'll take my computer tools kit out of my backpack and pop that panel off of there and attach my little pocket computer and see if I can figure out what the trigger is to pull to unlock the door, force it to open.
Okay, so that sounds like a program roll. So why don't you roll that with
Okay.
and roll that with your pocket computer, your special item.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now, oh, good one. Okay, cool. 2 successes. So let's look at that real quick. Again, we've gotten more than 1 success, so that's awesome. Let's see here. Where are we? Program. Cool. All right. So you're manipulating here. So so not only do you open it, but you get a bonus effect. What do you want that bonus effect to be?
Give a success to another kid. You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same trouble in the future. You do it quickly. You get. I'm gonna say that there's something else that I read, while scrolling through information. I pick up on something else that's gonna help the next person basically give a success to another kid. So in something about trying to attain this item, like maybe it's I don't know, whatever that challenge is going to be, whether it's room related or person related or process, security code, something's going to come out of that that's like, it- Mikey saw it on in the settings for the security system, and
Okay.
it'll help.
Okay. So generally, this is supposed to be like help the kid right now, but that makes it a whole.
Okay.
But that I like where you're going with that. That's actually pretty cool. So basically I'll leave this to you to remember that we're banking the success that related to this. And if we happen to have a roll that does that, kid gets an automatic success. If not, then it's kind of just a wasted bonus effect. Sound good?
Okay. Yep.
All right, cool. That sounds good. Good call there. I like that.
All right, cool.
All right, so let's go back to Ninawake. Awesome. So Mikey's doing his thing. All of a sudden you hear that, and then light turns green.
Hey, got it, guys. Let's go. Be quiet.
Slowly
Alice
open
pulls
the
the-
door.
Alice pulls the door open a little bit, looks around and listens, and she doesn't see anyone or hear anyone immediately. So she pulls the door open and motions for everybody to follow.
Okay, Alice, since you're the one taking a look, why don't you make an investigate roll for me, please?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Investigate. All right.
Holy crap!
I got.
Holy
3
fuck.
successes. All right.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
let's
What's
see
the
here.
percentage chance of that on
So-
5?
Very
dice?
very low.
So we're done.
So you're done.
We're
Like
done.
the adventure is over.
We could just walk in there and walk out. Nobody's gonna care what we do.
It was right there next to the door. We just had to grab it.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
was just the perfect plan, really.
All right, so let's look
Yeah.
at investigate. So, all right, so let's ask you. So out of that list there, investigate.
Okay.
Oop, what am I doing? Sorry
Where
there.
is hidden here and where is it?
Yeah, you can ask 2 of those, and then you have a bonus effect. You get additional questions and +1 die for using the information. So you get a total of 2 bonus effects if you
Okay.
want. So a total of 4 questions if you really want, and +2 to roll a roll on them.
Ow.
So what are you asking?
Okay, I don't entirely understand the bonus effect, but so 2 questions to begin with. Let's see, what is hidden here and where is it? What does it mean? What has happened here? How can I get you out of past something? What threats can I perceive here? Where is it? Okay, I want to ask what threats can I perceive here?
Okay,
I
so
have to ask both questions first.
well, you have actually, because of your extra dice, you have a total of 4 questions you can ask. So
Okay.
we'll worry about the dice should that come to it. So I won't confuse you with that. But
All right.
all right. So for the first person, of this, so what threats do you perceive? As you kind of peer out, you see apparently these guys are trained to do their thing in pairs. So you see 2 more guys kind of doing. As you kind of take the time to watch, and we'll say that with this roll, that's what you do. You kind of take your time. You can kind of see them doing laps from one side of the floor, kind of to the other corridor. Like there's a corridor in the center here, and they're doing laps around that. So basically, after 2 or 3 laps, you get a feel for the timing of them. So that's that. As to other threats, there are also like you see like on the wall there's kind of like what look like emergency buttons. So like if someone was to press it, you have to assume a
Silent
lot.
alarm or
Yeah, you
something.
have to assume a lot, but you're assuming it's some kind of perhaps like a security alarm type of thing. And otherwise there is though this is not set up like a normal floor where there would normally be like but it does have the same architecture where there would normally be a nurse. There's actually a uniformed security guard that you can spot from where you're at, kind of keeping watch on the center area.
Okay.
Where do we have to go?
We have to go to room 3 something or other.
Yeah, like 322. So I'll say it's
Okay,
actually on the
okay.
far side from where you're at. You'll have to go through the center, or at least or either
Okay.
through the center or around the thing. And that kind of goes to another question. Do you want to ask how can I get past something?
That was pretty much where I wanted to go next. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
How can I
basically,
get past something?
right. So it looks like there's 2 ways. Either A, You guys wait till the pair of guards pass and like go on the far side of that loop. And then you guys cruise on by and sneak past the one guard that's at the desk, the tall desk. So they're basically they can't see past the desk. It's kind of like one of those high ones you see where you can actually where it's like a standing thing where the people on the other side it's at a height like their chest level so they can do paperwork on it. So there's that, or the way the room kind of or the floor kind of works, it's like this one big long line with like a square in the center, and so basically you could basically go around that loop to the other side, opposite where the security guards are at, and bypass the guy in the center altogether. So one of those two ways is probably your best way to do this if you don't want to leave this floor.
So if the door
If I
closes
don't want to
behind
leave
us, are
the
we,
floor,
Oops, sorry, what was one of you?
if the door,
Andy, you were asking about.
Andy, what's your question?
the door that we're coming through, will that lock behind us if we let it close?
It's been hacked to be open, so
Okay.
no, it will not.
At the stand, the radio at the guard stand is playing Wild Boys by Duran Duran.
Nice. Girls on film, more likely. So,
Girls on film.
all right, next question, Alice.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. What is in here and where is it at? What does it mean? How can I get what threats do I perceive? Where is it? Well, you kind of already told us where it is.
Yeah, that's really
On
not
the
too.
other side of that.
Yeah, I don't think that would. I don't think that would. In this case, that would not take an investigator role. You're just looking at the numbers on the doors.
What about what has happened here?
Yeah.
That's up to
That could
Alice.
be important.
Do these have to be questions that need to be answered right now?
Yeah.
It seems like the what has happened here is a question that would get answered once we were in the room.
It's a very situational, but these are questions are made to be asked right now. It's basically what answers do you get from your astute investigative observations is basically what this role is giving you.
Okay. I guess I don't see any of these other questions being particularly relevant.
Okay, you can not ask them if you want.
Okay.
All right, that's completely acceptable.
All right. Yeah, I don't. I'm done asking questions. I want to take the loop around. Sounds like the safest way to go. So, does somebody want to stay here and watch the door? Stay in the stairwell, get ready to pull the door open when we're back.
Sure, I can stay.
Okay. So, so Andy and Jude, let's get going.
Yes.
We'll wait for the guard to. I can't quite picture what's going on, but we wait for whatever happens that tells us that we're out of sight from the guard, and then we move quietly around that loop to get to room 322.
There you go. I'm not a big map guy. I hate maps, but I'll draw you a little bit of a map just because.
Okay.
So let's see here. So let's draw a shape. Let's see. So let's go like.
Comes on. You're listening to SWK, and next up is Crowded Host.
Don't dream it's over. Isn't that Crowded House?
Right. Yeah.
Let's see here. Oops. Okay. So I'm not doing it too well, but I didn't want that. All right. Again, sorry for my drawing. I don't do it a whole lot here. So what you see here, this. Oh, jeez, can't get out of the thing. All right. So this square is like a corridor, right? And this line down the center is also a corridor. It's the main corridor that you're in. So the corridor goes down the whole side of the side of the building here, with the guard area right here in the center, right?
Okay.
And the other guards are walking around the corridor that is represented by this square.
Where did we
Okay.
start from?
And you guys are over here on the right side of this whole
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So yeah, so basically
Whereabouts is the room?
the
All
room.
right. So we're gonna follow these two guards.
Okay. The room I'll say is about like right here that you were looking for. So
Oh, it's actually in the central corridor a little bit.
yeah, but it's
Okay.
not. But it's far. It's you don't have to go past the guard to do so.
Yeah, because
The sitting guard.
All right. So let's go. Keep it quiet. We sneak up to the first corner, and Alice peeks around and watches until the two guards have turned the next corridor. And then she waves everybody to keep going. And we try to move quietly, but we have to move quickly because it's a long corridor. We get to the next corner. Alice looks around, doesn't see the guards because they've already turned. So we slip to the corner into the central corridor. She looks again, and the two guards have stopped to talk to the security guy at the desk, and she says, "Oh shit," and motions to Andy and Jude to wait a moment. I don't know. I just don't know what to do now. Just eventually they're gonna keep walking. So the two guards are gonna finish their walk, turn the corner at the end, and then she motions them to follow, and we sneak around the corner, try the handle to the room, and thank goodness this time it is unlocked, and we slip into the room.
Cool. All right, that sounds plausible. That sounds good. So yeah, so you guys so you guys are in the room, and it looks kind of like it's like it's a square room with like around the outside, it's all about, there's like stainless steel cabinets. Some are like ground to ceiling height. Some are like kind of like your cabinets at home, for your kitchen type thing, but they're all stainless steel. And then there's where there isn't cabinet, there's like a white countertop with various clipboards are hung on hooks and stuff, and notes, and there's a couple computers hooked up here. And yeah, there's basically a couple computers hooked up here, and there are what look like a set of like 6 like like industrial refrigerators, if you will.
So I'm gonna stand guard at the door and make sure that no one's coming.
So we know that there's a cabinet and a tray or something in there that's got a numbered cabinet and a numbered tray that we're looking for. Is that right?
Well, you don't know anything like that. You have letters and numbers on a thing. So you do see module 4, syringe 4A. So what that means in organizational, we can't say without investigating, looking, opening stuff.
So nothing is labeled module 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not that you not outwardly at least.
Okay. Syringe 4A. Okay, we're looking for a syringe.
Can I?
Start trying to find it.
Jude's gonna take a close look.
Okay. So yeah, Jude, why don't you investigate?
Ace.
You got this. Holy crap, did you just get 2 successes?
I did, yes.
Wow. Good job. All right. I will say. Let's see here. Okay, so let's do this. I'll give you the same questions. Actually, you know what? I'll get basically allow you to find what you're looking for and ask one question from the bonus effects. How's that sound?
Perfect.
So I'll give you you find it and you get to ask a question.
Is in what has happened here?
Okay.
Hold on. Would that be? Could I? When I like asking what has happened here, can I apply that to like in a more broad sense to the situation with Julie? Like maybe there's some like
No.
some documents out or no?
No. This is meant to be like again what you find here. It's
Okay.
conceivable that if you ask that question, you might find something pertaining to her. If you want to ask that one.
Well, the syringe might have some sort of label on it that could.
Okay.
Yeah. What does it mean? Could we modify that to like what does it do?
Oh, sure. Let's make it interesting. Let's see. Sure. So, let's make this interesting. So yeah, you guys kind of find the vial. You guys are kind of scrambling around. Jude is the one who finds the right, like a fridge, like medical fridge that's holding it. You actually see, oh, module 4. It's actually labeled inside module 4, and here is the syringe. See, it's level 3 here, and then A B C D A. Okay, gotcha. So on one side, so basically you pick it up and it's labeled, with its identifier so that, people don't mess it up. And as you kind of turn it, you see an Eldrin Labs label, and it says, reiterate.
Reiterate.
Yeah, that's the word.
What does that mean?
Yeah. So the the question you asked was, what does it mean? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say that there is a one of the computers that I described is open to a page that says reiterate, and it has various options: 1 for this, 2 for that, 3 for that.
What is
What do you guys
what are
do?
the options? What are the options on the computer?
Well, actually, there is a password protect on it. You see, like, kind of you have the screen, but then you had that even then you had the little pop up in front that blocks everything, and it has like the blanks, like enter a password. So
Oh
your
man.
investigate gets you this far, but now if you want to do anything else, you're going to have to do something else. So what are you guys doing?
Oh man, if only we had Mikey. I'm going to like
I
check
think
around the
this would be a perfect.
the perfect what?
Oh, like I think this is the perfect place to say where the system password was exposed when I hacked the
Oh, nice. All right.
panel.
Wow, that's good.
That is fortuitous.
And I assume you told us. Yeah.
I gave that away to you.
You're glitching a little bit, Aaron.
Became a robot.
Yeah, you're kind of doing some max headroom on us.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, you guys are doing the same.
Ooh, I think
my internet connection must be bad right now.
Or something. Not a biggie. So if you want to refresh, cool. Don't worry about that. So yeah. So what's the password, Mikey?
Okay.
What's the password?
Better now?
Marginally.
What's the password? The password is Steven.
Thank you for not being love, ninja, god, password 123. Yeah, that's
Back then, it would only be 8 characters or something. So.
yeah. After this on Discord, I'm going to put where I reference that from. But yes, yeah. So Steven. So you put in Steven, and it brings up. So basically, you have it says password accepted, and that big thing disappears. By the way, you're watching this on like a green screen, so this is a big, huge ass CRT monitor, and basically the screen is like dark green, and the letters and stuff that's being typed is like a very bright neon green, and it does not do color. It's that kind of thing. And obviously, even Eldrin Labs sometimes has to cut corners. What do you call it? The the options for you are 1, subject list, 2, project status, and 3. He's not back. I was hoping he was back. 3 is exit menu.
I'll click 1.
Okay. So you see subject list, and you see a whole list of names, but the name that strikes you is one that's near the top, Alexander, Julie.
Okay. Is there like a can I maneuver my way into that one? Like clicking
Yeah,
into it?
you click like there's an up arrow and a down arrow.
Yeah, and enter.
Yeah. So you hit enter. Oh, welcome back, Mikey.
Hopefully this is better.
Yeah, it is better actually. You sound good. So yeah, so basically to catch you up, Mikey, there were some after we got past the password, there were some options. The one that Jude chose was the patient list, or subject list rather, and Alexander, Julie was on there. He clicks it, and you see, basic information. What do you call it? You see name Alexander, Julie, gender F, age 89, height 5'9". And kind of list some other general stuff, like what you guys are assuming is some kind of like test identifiers, that kind of thing. What if you had to guess, it's like what serums they've given her, or that kind of thing. And then you scroll down, and it says there's an option to print out picture.
I'll hit that option.
Yeah, so you printed out the dot matrix printer. Next to it starts. You don't know what a dot matrix printer is, you Robert? That's okay. And the little holes in the side are pushing the paper through, and you guys slowly see this picture formed in the most basic of graphics. It's like dots, black dots, either to get closer together or further apart to be a lighter or darker color. And what you see before you is indeed looks like an 89-year-old woman.
Guys, I'm calling to Alice and Andy. I say, I think Julie's a lot older than we first thought. And I'll show them the picture.
Yep. And then suddenly there,
No.
Andy, suddenly there's a jarring at the door, like someone's trying to get in past you, and that's the cliffhanger we'll leave this episode on.
Oh no!
So we have just enough time to do some XP.
Perfect.
Okay.
So let's
While you're starting that, I'm in desperate need of a bio break, so I'll be right back.
You go, guy. Thank you for
Great.
taking that off screen. We appreciate it. All right, so let's start with our XP. I should have probably memorized this by now. Let's see here. Doo-ba-doo-doo. All right, come on. Where are we here? Hold on, I'm sorry about this. I think I do this every time I wrote at least write down the page or something. The bookmarks for the PDF are not the best for Tales from the Loop. Let's see here. So I think the first one. Who wants to start? Let's go there.
I'll go.
Okay. All right, Andy. I know the first one is: did you participate in this adventure?
Yep.
Let's see. Did your oh, here we go. Have you been in trouble from your problem or your relationships?
No.
Okay. Did you use or struggle with your pride?
No.
Did you put yourself at risk for for the other kids?
I would say yeah.
Yes. And have you learned something new?
Well, I mean, yeah, I would say that
What is it?
there's something really strange going on with Julie, and that seems like yet another sort of weird thing that Eldrin's involved in. Like it's starting to, all these sort of pieces are starting to come together.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll call it 3 then. So 3 XP. How about Jude?
Yes.
Did you participate in the session?
Only marginally.
Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships?
Definitely.
Yes, yeah. This time I think it was your trouble, or your relationship. Excuse me. Did you use or struggle with your pride?
Where's my pride?
Figure out the mystery eventually.
Um,
I'm not sure if
Not
you.
yet.
Yeah, you haven't used
Not
or
yet.
struggled with it yet. It's coming.
No.
So we'll say no.
It's coming, yeah.
All right. Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Yes.
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 And have you learned something new? If so, what is it?
Yeah, Julie's in a lot deeper than we initially thought she was in.
Gotcha. All right. 4 XP. Mikey, are you ready?
Yep.
Cool. Did you participate in the session?
Yep.
Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationship? I think you did have some problems. I'm not sure we call it trouble, but I think it would count for your mundane. You tell me. Let you
Yeah.
decide.
As far as like, now I have to write a paper for my mom.
Yeah. That kind of thing, and you have to deal with your problem kind of in your face. I think is the big one. We'll say yes. I don't think that's really what that question is asking, but I think it counts. So, did you struggle with or use your pride?
I don't know. Not really.
Okay.
I think I'm going to switch it up this time after this.
Okay. Cool. And did you put yourself at risk for the other kids? Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And have you learned something new?
Yeah. I learned that younger kids can convince older kids to do stuff for them.
Based on cute factor alone, right?
Because you don't know yet.
Well,
how
I was thinking of
old,
Andy.
Julie really is.
Well, that's true. That's true too. That's true too. And I wasn't thinking of that. I was just thinking about how Andy convinced Rigby to, drive us around and stuff like that. So
Sure.
Awesome.
Smooth.
All right.
So that's 4.
That's 4. All right. Alice, did you participate in this session?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships?
I don't know. Was that thing that went on at home at the beginning? Would that count as? I'm not quite sure.
Well, the relationships refers to kind of like those the hooks type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay, so I'd say no.
Okay. All right.
The
So
hooks
did you?
are these 2 relationship entries, right?
Yeah, and if I
Yeah.
needed to, there's other hooks that I can kind of throw in to kind of get you guys to go
Yeah.
places, but I haven't had a need for any of that yet, and I don't see
Okay.
it actually.
Yeah, so I'd say no.
Okay. Did you use or struggle with your pride? Not taking shit from anybody.
Well, I kind of, you know, gave Andy's brother some heat for not just wanting to go along with what Andy was saying. Basically, told him to live up to his T-shirt.
That's funny. All right, I'll go for that. Did you
Right?
put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Yes, I
Yes.
think we all did.
Yeah, absolutely. And have you learned something new? And if so, what is it?
Absolutely. I learned that for some inexplicable reason, my friends don't think a sewer rat shooting robot is real.
That is important to write down. Write that down.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's
I don't know of anything more important.
all right. Also, so it looks like 4 XP for you.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, and we're just about on time. So yeah, this has been quite the mystery. I'm impressed with you guys. I'm glad we took a little extra time to do some extra RP and kind of let you guys free ball it for a little while, as it were. Wrong term, sorry. But yeah, it's cool. I like getting to know your characters. Your characters are all interesting individuals, so that's really cool.
I feel like we were all interactively doing something turn by turn, basically.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it was a great episode. So, let's see. Do anyone want to do anything quick before time is up, or shall I bid you a farewell?
Well, I did change my pride. It was my reading ability. I'm going to go with something just a little bit more generic with a twist, though.
And useful.
Um, yeah, and useful. So my pride is I'm the go-to guy for technical stuff, but I'm way better at software than hardware, and sometimes people don't get that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, people. Yeah, in this day and age, people are still learning what actually differences between software and hardware. Also, that's kind of funny. The normal person doesn't necessarily know the difference, whereas I think today,
Mhm.
I think most people, even the most uninitiated, do get the difference. So that's cool. That's awesome. That's actually definitely more into character, I think, and more useful in terms of mechanics too. So, and you
Yeah.
should, and your pride should be something useful to you in the mechanics. It's not, you're not cheating by doing that. It's like the system wants you to have a pride that is useful to you. So awesome. Good choice. All right, so let's do a quick goodbye then. Start with Dr. Oculari over here.
See you next time.
Yep, and we have Doctor's Banner as always. And Aaron.
Thanks, everybody. Let me know what you want to see on Mikey Wong's Super Jams list.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We watch with bated breath. Tim.
So a belated Happy Canada Day to our Canadian viewers.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Have a fun and safe 4th of July.
Good. Awesome. Thank you, sir. And also Robert.
What up? Goodbye, I guess. Happy 4th of July coming up, or whatever you celebrate. Do it safely, I guess.
Yeah, don't blow a finger off or anything. Yeah, you have 10 now. I want to see 10 next time we see you guys. Yeah. Please count them, Tim. Yes. So cool. So thank you for watching. Thank you for playing, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm really loving your characters. I'm really loving what you're putting together. And I think it's becoming more your story now too. So that's really cool.
I agree.
So I am Scott of Scott's Case Files, this channel. If you're watching me on Twitch, all my stuff is below. All my links to Twitter, Discord, YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, all that kind of linkage is down below. And as always, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I know I did. I'm not sure how many out there have game mastered a thing before. It can be a little scary even for the practiced GM. So there's always this little bit of like, oh god, am I gonna screw this up type in the back of your head, and these guys make it easy, so that is pretty cool. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Otherwise, take care, be good to each other, go forth and do no harm, and we will see you soon.
Soon.